is up, Retro Maniacs? We're live, coming at you live on a Saturday night with some NFL primetime music playing in the background. That is not bad. That is not bad at all, is it? Bargain Boxer is the first one in. Smash that like button.
Smash it.
Smash it.
Smash it.
Wow. Okay, now I need to turn that. I don't know. I could just leave that running the whole time.
I feel like we're gonna get copyright.
I feel like we are.
We're probably pretty close as it is.
Yeah, so we'll just get rid
They're
of
owned by
there.
Disney, right? Yeah. We're totally getting sued.
We're totally getting sued.
So pull back the curtain. This is our second take on this intro, and I just bring it up because yeah, it is because somehow Joe had more toys. Joe had more toys when
I found another toy.
He didn't have enough the first time around, so he had to
he had like 3, then all of a sudden 6
and I'm
appears.
holding all of them, and I'm like, shit, there's my
EP. It's called practice.
There's my 101. I should have tried to fit that in too. I don't know.
Wow, what is up, boys?
What is up?
How's everybody doing out there tonight?
I'm doing great.
How are you doing, EP? EP, tell everybody.
Tired.
Tell anybody who's out there watching how much sleep you got last night.
0.0 hours.
0. Okay.
0.0.
And why was that?
Because I went to a card show and I was way behind and I ended up working on card show stuff right up until the very moment I had to get a shower to make sure I was able to be ready to walk out the door and leave. Let's get there.
Wow, that's pretty awesome, man.
Yeah.
So
No. Awesome is not the word. Awesome is not the word because like there was a point where I felt like I could feel like the molecules in my body like jittering, like I was on like a massive amount of caffeine when I was not. I was like I was not on caffeine or anything. And then like if I tried, like there was like an awesome case that I like leaned over and I could feel the room spinning. I'm like, I am so far from drunk, but I am. It's
like
bad.
that. I'm not gonna lie. I've had casino nights like that, and it gets pretty rough. Wow. How many monsters in the last 36 hours have you drank?
Zero monsters. I had 1 Celsius. That was it.
That's mind blowing to me.
Yeah, I had a monster with me, but I was afraid to drink it.
I have a comment for you there, Joe.
Oh, dude, that's a good idea.
I should.
Don't you have one of those, EP? Yeah.
I do have one.
Yeah,
I do
EP
have
has
one.
He's made
mine's,
but
mine's like
idea.
total. Mine's like $12. Like one of like.
Well, I feel like Bob's
like,
encouraging me at this point. I gotta start. I mean, come on, kids. Start with the bottle.
I do have to apologize to anybody that's watching for the false advertising because. This is our 742 subscriber celebration, but apparently we're up to 744. So
I saw that. I was going to cancel the whole thing.
I am really disappointed that we, lied to everybody, but at the same time, we're moving on up.
Pour one out for 742, man. That was the time, right? That was a memorable time. Yep.
We're having a great time for 742. Imagine our next milestone, 878. That's a huge one. 878 is huge. So
you think we're joking, but I will remember that number.
Yeah, 878. Write it down now, kids. We're doing giveaways for 878.
Man. So we're gonna actually talk to EP a little bit about the card show today and his first experience as a seller at a card show. I'm gonna maybe show a little bit of what I bought at the card show today. At 9 o'clock ish, I'm going to do a giveaway for my stack sale buyers. I had, everybody's heard me talk nonstop about the Retromania stack sale. I know everybody's sick of hearing it. I get it, but I have not 1, not 2, but 3 blasters of Big League Baseball that I was giving away to anybody who claimed more than 25 cards in my sale. So I already have the wheel of names all set up. Joe has his dice there. I'm going to shuffle the names up a little bit before I hit the wheel and give away those 3 to my stack sale buyers. So that should be a little bit of fun too. We could probably make a drinking game out of it somehow too.
I mean, yes.
Yeah.
So, you can make a drinking game out of anything. Yeah.
But
I win every time. I won. Look.
Yes, you did. Well, I have my nice. I didn't pour it very well, but look at that.
Ooh, look at that.
From the Rusty Rail,
our
channel soon to be
Unofficial
channel
sponsor.
sponsor. Hopefully, look at that right there. Where's
Perfect.
the? Let me go to the. There we go. Now they will sponsor us. Look at that. Just hold it there. Hold it, Mike. Still holding. There we go. All right. So yeah, all fun and games aside, we're gonna talk a little bit of cards. We're gonna drink a little bit of beer, and we're gonna talk to everybody hanging out. Oh, we have 11 people here already. We're not quite sports card radio, but we'll take it.
I'm not starting with a beer because I'm like half drunk on lack of sleep, but I will have a
Dude,
beer here.
You were like drunk today when I was
Dude, it was rough.
Lack of sleep is worse than being drunk. Lack of sleep is terrible.
And my wife went to her first ever card show today. And she actually made her first ever purchase. She got this orange reactive mosaic Jalen Hurts rookie card. Look at that.
She's a big shill for Panini. A lot of
She
people don't
is.
know that, but yeah, she's
everything in her collection.
Everything.
Is Panini.
100%.
Everything. Yes.
It's crazy. Did she get that from EP?
What's that?
Did she get that from EP?
I don't
know. EP.
I didn't.
EP. His direct quote was, "I have some Jalen Hurts rookie cards, but I don't want to sell them." Yeah. So there's the card dealer down there. EP. I don't want to sell them.
Well, he's a Giants fan of all things.
Hey, we talked about that at the show too. Like for as much as I'm a Giants fan, as much as I should hate the Eagles, think about all the Eagles I've had on my fantasy teams for all the years that we played. McNabb, Brian Westbrook. I'm pretty sure I had Charlie Garner.
Deshaun Jackson.
Deshaun Jackson for a long time. Yep. Yeah. I mean, like.
But to be fair, all those years the Giants really sucked. So.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Especially for fantasy.
Bargain Boxer was the first one in here.
First one.
Smash that like button.
Smash it. If we get to 1,000 likes, EP is going to give away his Jalen Hurts rookie cards.
Whoa! I didn't agree to this.
All of them, absolutely, all of them.
I have some 1991 score Todd Marinovich rookie cards. I'd be willing to give away if we get to 1,000.
Imagine how excited you would have been in 1991 with those.
I listen. There were 4 of them in some lot that I bought. I was like, why are they supposed to be like an all inserts or all like hits or whatever lot? But 4 91 Marinovich rookie cards.
Gotta love Todd.
Is he in his USC uniform?
No. I think he's in his Raiders uniform.
Raiders,
yeah.
And wasn't he like the big thing? Like he smoked pot before like the combine or something, and they failed like a marijuana test.
I don't remember that part.
Think about that. The days that like people were failing tests for marijuana. Right. Like, come on.
The greatest possibly the greatest wide receiver of an era, Josh Gordon.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. How many times out of the league because he smoked a little pot?
Yeah.
And we've talked about like, could you imagine maybe like what Ricky Williams could have done? Ricky Williams. I mean, that was
absolutely
crazy.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's see if we have.
Mike, is that one of your kids? Is Temple one of your kids?
I'm pretty sure it's not. No.
Oh, okay. Just making sure. I don't have 3 kids that all go to Temple or went to Temple. So,
Danville show. I don't think there was a Danville show. Muncie.
No, it was Muncie. Yeah,
Muncie.
Yeah.
Not far.
They were calling the National of the East.
Absolutely. Yeah.
At least the Central Pennsylvania National.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kevin said he's open to hold sales every 6 months. Like he's maybe going to do every 6 months. He said that he has no overhead, so as long as they do, as long as they make it a ministry at the church, like he has no overhead. Can set up. He said he can set up like 42 tables in there if you like mapped it out. If you like at the max, you can probably get like 42 tables. Yeah. So they'd be able to make a ton of money. They were able to the child from overseas that they're sponsoring. They were able to get fully sponsored, the full sponsorship for the kid, and that gives them food and medicine and pays for some of their like education. So it's a really cool thing. So yeah,
that is a great thing.
Yeah,
and that church is like beautiful. That
holy crap,
great space to have that.
Was there air conditioning? Is the question?
Yes.
Oh yeah, it was actually chilly in there.
It was
too.
so.
I'll throw the idea out here. Why don't we go together with Kevin and try to get that picked for the national for 2026?
Yeah.
It has air conditioning.
Well, we better move fast before Atlantic City gets it because of all the murders and
I know,
kidnappings that
yeah,
took
well,
place.
I think they're going to
Well.
need to work on parking if they're going to do the national there. Because I don't know if there was a nice parking lot. It was pretty big space, but I don't know if they can handle the national there.
Oh wow, we've
So
got some wife jokes going on in the chat here. Bargain Boxer is egging on Bob Boozle, who comes back with the.
I don't know how that happened.
Mike's
Beer for the year. Yeah, that's right, Bob.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So enjoy it. You know, it's a once a year occasion right here.
I'm almost done with beer for the first 10 minutes, but okay.
Well, I'm the host, and I have
That's
to be
true.
a little bit more responsible than you do, as usual. What else is new when I hang out with you guys? So
Super responsible.
why don't we get into the talk about the show a little bit, EP?
I got there at 7 a.m. The doors open. Actually, we got there.
Nobody cares about that. How much money did you make?
I made $185 profit. So
wow, that is not bad for your first little card show.
I paid $40 for 2 tables, and then I donated another $20 toward the cause after the fact, and ended up with a $185 in profit. Sold a Kobe Bryant graded card that I've had for a while, a Charizard graded card that I've had for a while, and my buddy Mike up there, he bought a few cards from me, and pretty big stack of cards. Yeah. So
you will see it in a little bit.
Did EP have bags? Did he bring lunch bags?
I did. Yeah.
Nice.
So, but anyhow, I got there.
Bag.
I got there. We got there super early. Got all set up and had a little bit of time to just kind of like mill around and whatever. And Kevin kept walking around talking to everybody, and he kept doing like these countdowns. And all of a sudden, I get this text message from Mike saying he's here, but they're not letting him in the door. And so
now, can I please point out that I had to wait in line to get into the card show?
The way you say that, I wanted you to say, I had to wait with the commoners.
Don't they know who I am?
You're no Northeast Ohio Cards and Comics.
No,
now,
apparently not. If Neil would have been there, he would have been in. Like pretty much anybody but me probably would have been left right in. But yeah.
As soon as I got that text, I went run over to the door and was like looking through the glass like this.
See EP peeking through like the door. Oh,
yeah.
I
enjoyed it thoroughly, but the first time I went over and checked, it was like you and like one other person. Then I went back and came back with my phone. I was gonna take a photo of you, and there had to be like 30 people. Like it was maybe not 30, but like maybe 10 people, 15 people waiting in that lobby.
It went from 30 to 10 real quick, by the way.
It felt like 30 because I couldn't see Mike anymore. There were that many people. Like they were like
Mike left. He's like, fuck this.
I almost did.
You can tell we're live. I'm going to be dropping F-bombs all night.
Oh, gosh.
That's okay. Nobody cares. I don't think anybody cares.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, by the way, here we go. Yes, I absolutely agree.
unless they're playing against Brady in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, as long as as long as if Eli Manning's playing quarterback and they're playing against the oh my gosh.
This is going to be a fun one. Yeah.
Yes. I texted this morning. I texted you guys and said it's going to be bonkers. So thanks, Rick.
Yeah, thanks,
Rick. Although Rick,
we are up to 744 now. I just want to point that out. So we're moving up in the world. Yes. Getting so much closer to being able to earn like that $3 check every month from YouTube for advertising. Oh, man. So, yeah, pretty successful first venture for you there, EP. Are you gonna
quit your job? And
I'm definitely can't do this full time.
I think per hour you might have made more doing this.
I figured it was like $30 an hour, but with the profit, so it's pretty good. But I mean, there's not a card show every day of the week. You can only happens on Saturday.
Not with that attitude.
I think you look hard enough.
I think you make $3 an hour with as much as you work at the paper.
No.
How'd Rob do?
He did well. He did well too. He sold like an Ernie Bank and like an Ernie Banks for like 65. He actually did really. I think I paid for his table.
Did he sell more than you or less?
Probably I sold more volume, but his profit was 257, something around there.
And you paid for his table?
Well, no, back when
give you half.
That's not how it works. Back when Kevin first started talking about this show, I said, "Hey Rob, do you want to go? I'll pay for your table," because it was only $20 a table, as opposed to $40 at the Susquehanna Valley Mall show. So I said, you know what? I'll pay for the table for you.
Did he offer you a free table, Joe?
Get out of here.
I don't remember that.
Get out of here with this. Joe would not come to do a show. And Mike, you have said
if
many
times table was free.
Yeah, I mean that's my gas. That's my gas to get up there. I'm in.
Wow.
What are you putting out? Oh, I guess you have those. I have a bunch of sets, right, Joe? You have a bunch of.
I also have a bunch of slab cards that I just don't have on eBay that I could sell.
What are you doing? Get them listed. What are you doing? What are you doing over there?
Some of us are busy at work, EP. We don't have time to be listing shit on eBay.
Busy at work watching movies and doing fantasy drafts.
Dude, shut up. I still have to physically be there. Shots fired at Mike, I know, but still. WrestleMania 3.
EP's day started off with me buying this many cards. So, yeah.
So I built my $1 boxes with Mike in mind, and I even told there's some really cool cards here. I even told Kevin this, and Kevin was laughing. He couldn't stop laughing when I told him about this. So what I would do was I would put like a stack of cards that I was like, these might or might not sell.
$1 box.
Yeah. Flip it up. Flip it over.
No, nobody needs to know it's a reprint.
But I would put a stack of like cards that might or might not sell with a stack of cards that definitely would sell. They're like $3 cards in the $1 box. Like maybe one of those, and then I would put a couple more stacks of like the other cards, just so you'd have to dig through everything to find them. So
Jimmy,
yeah,
wow, like you're a jerk. You really are.
Now, listen, I wanted you to enjoy. I wanted you to get your therapy, your card searching therapy today. So,
is that your story?
Yeah.
EP, how many of those are you going to claim back at $2 a card during WrestleMania 3? Is the question.
Well, we actually talked about this. That we're probably going to end up just selling the same cards back and forth to each other.
Oh, you missed it.
Nice.
So I don't think you were there when this was brought up. So were you were there though when Rob traded his 89 Don Russ box for 3 cards, right?
Yeah.
And one was like the 1959. It was like in bad shape, had a staple in it, like a 1959 card. It was like one of those like in action type cards. And so the guy that was behind us, the hockey guy, I think I'm not sure, I can't remember his name, but he came walking over and he's looking at the card and said, "Oh my God, this is my card." He had sold it to Kevin, and then Kevin sold it to the other guy, and the other guy was the guy actually traded it for the 89 Don Russ box. So.
Wow. Well, hey, that guy made out well then, right?
Yeah.
Look at that, Joe.
Oh, that's cool. Was that Fury? Was that a Collector's Edge Fury?
Yeah, Edge Fury.
That was some cool stuff.
Some good stuff, yeah.
To answer a previous question, EP is not drunk. Whoever asked.
No.
He has not had a sip of alcohol yet.
No.
He's been acting like this all day.
Yeah, I'm drunk on lack of sleep. So
look at that. For $1. Look at that.
That's a great card.
That is. It's got to be worth like $500.
Refractors
right
from that era. I don't know if anyone's talked about this. Refractors from that era just pop. They just hit different.
They just hit a little different, don't they?
They hit a little different. That's a good question, EP, that Bargain's asking. Did anyone try and sell you cards? Was there anyone walking around with Zion cases?
I don't think anybody tried. I made a couple of deals with some people to sell some stuff, but nobody came up to trade or to sell. I know Rob had somebody come up and try to sell him Julio Rodriguez SP rookie card for like, it was like, I think they're asking for like $120 for it or something like that, but $120 for it. But no, nobody came up to me. They saw that I had stacks of junk whack packs and dollar boxes, and they were like, "This guy's not buying. This guy's not buying any of."
Let's go to the high roller, Rob Ingalls.
Yeah,
I have 3 of those. I think, by the way, that's a great card.
Well, he sold the 4th. Okay, this card might be my favorite purchase of the day.
I have that card for now. Yeah, that's great.
Look at that. We need to talk about that card. We really need to talk about this. Who is that kid and why is he in that picture?
Is that 2000 or 99?
2000. 99. Okay.
Yeah. Like it doesn't say who the kid is. Well, I wonder if he's wearing like a stay in like school thing and a NFL Players Association hat. So I feel like it was like a special thing, but I don't know.
EP wouldn't get this reference because he doesn't watch Hard Knocks. But do you remember, Mike, when the Jets were on the last time and Brunel threatened Sanchez and was like, "Don't you even look at my daughter." Like,
I don't remember that.
Yeah,
no.
It was fantastic. It was fantastic. Oh man.
Yeah. Got some good stuff here. I don't know. I got all of this for only $85. I feel like you should have given me a discount, don't you? Like
I did give you a discount. Get out of here.
Well, you should have said, well, it's 100, but I'll give it to you for 85. And I would have been like, dude, we're on a YouTube channel together. Where's my $20? Like, come on. I don't know.
After he told us how much he made during Retromania 2, he's like nickel and diming EP. Like, how about 84.50?
It was $80 just for the dollar cards, let alone the other cards that you got. So it's like I threw in the Sean Taylor rookie card for free.
The dollar cards were $15 for $10, so it wasn't $80 for it.
Do you know how many you got? You got a lot of them, dude.
I got like 85 of them or something like that.
Watching Mike do math after half a beer, fantastic.
I'm always good at math. Thank you.
I'm almost done with my first beer. EP, are you gonna get another beer?
I gotta finish this first.
Oh my god. Well done.
What would you do, EP?
20% of comps, like 20% of the actual value of the cards.
Looks like it, yeah.
I would not even respond to that. I would just ignore.
You wouldn't be just so blown away that Card Collector 2 graced your presence?
I don't get blown away by humans. They don't.
Oh my god. Or he comes up and says, "I've got $50,000 from Whatnot to spend here at the Muncie Card Show. Let's get crazy." And he buys the whole building. Literally the building.
I don't know. That was a pretty big church.
Scott, we might talk about that tomorrow, Scott.
Yeah, we might
probably not
talk
in
a little bit
detail,
about
but
yeah.
Good.
Although
one,
you know,
Scott.
Sports Card Radio, I was watching their live stream. I'm like, oh my god, they're like taking our whole podcast this week. Because they were talking also about, you know, all the other people that had indiscretions and whatnot. So yeah, it was pretty interesting.
But we'll give our take on it, which I'm sure 744 people want to hear.
Literally every time I hear anybody say "and whatnot," I think of the actual Whatnot, but where people are buying and selling cards. Literally every time I hear it, I think of that.
So Mike says Whatnot on the pod a lot. Oh, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, he didn't give you that cheap little
That's from EP.
punk. Yeah, threw it in his dollar box. I'm like, I'm buying it for Joe because
Thanks,
you are
man.
so mean.
That's a real friend.
Yes, it is.
It's a real friend. Wow.
I thought you only collected high-end Pickett cards.
I mean, if a friend's giving me a low-end Pickett card in his pit uniform, I will take it. What is that?
You know what that is.
Anybody
Plastic
worried?
card? Oh, is that Collector's Edge?
It's Collector's Edge.
Yep.
Was there a better
First
card
year.
ever made than that? Look at that.
Oh, they're fantastic.
Each card individually numbered, like for the entire set. I think it's
5,000 of them, right? Wasn't it?
Oh,
I
one
can barely see the number on the back. Did you do something this EP? Is it like
yeah.
fake?
I tried to lick the numbers off, but it didn't.
He's
Tried to
selling
come all the way up.
bulky
Numbers
cards.
Well, it's plastic, so I
Oh.
figured I probably could, but it didn't work out great.
They are great though. They like
Yeah.
I don't another innovation that I don't understand why people didn't
Why
love it.
did
a
that
little
go
more.
away too?
Yeah.
Why? Like, I'm surprised they don't make cards like that anymore. Especially with as obsessed people are with grading right now.
Yeah,
Like, you would think people would love plastic cards.
Mhm.
You know,
you would think.
what's up, U.S.
but
sports
no.
cards?
U.S. sports
Hey, thanks,
cards
US sports
here. Yeah, thank you. We're a little behind on the 700 thing, so we decided to celebrate 742.
Yeah. And you missed it earlier, 878. That's the big giveaway extravaganza.
Yeah,
We're going nuts for that one. The next big milestone.
yeah, we are. EP is giving away his entire collection, I believe, to one lucky viewer.
I couldn't afford the shipping.
Right, you have to pick it up.
Yeah,
you have
yep.
to pick it up.
You're going to need a U-Haul,
Yeah.
several possibly.
Yeah.
And wipe out all my savings just to send.
I have no idea who our
It was probably us, right? One of us.
It's probably probably me, right?
Yeah, it would have been you, and then
I would hope
us.
Am I subscribed?
That'd be hilarious. Well, I think
that?
it took EP a while to subscribe.
It didn't it?
It did not. Get out of here.
He still doesn't watch all of our videos. It's fine. Whatever.
I watch 99% of them.
99%?
99%.
99%.
Who's that 1%? That's why we haven't gotten more on my PSA grading reveal.
That's what it is. Oh, look at that.
Wild card.
Wild card, they are what they are. But they have the only thing I don't like, I've noticed with the autographs with wild card, they use thick markers on everything. And you can barely read the names.
Wow.
I'm checking my watch list, by the way. I was just looking to see how much something. Whoa, good thing I didn't bid on that.
There's a C-Town Funk podcast.
You can't really see that.
He sent us a question for the Q&A. I can't see that, Joe.
No, it was a Kenny Pickett card.
But the acetate cards, you can't bend.
Yeah, you can't bend them like
bananas.
Do this, yeah,
or else they'll be mangled. So
they might actually
this is so much
crack.
better.
Acetate ones might even crack, right? That's
and there you go. Perfect. Nothing wrong with it.
Although acetate cards are pretty awesome. Like they're like the one Hertz rookie I have is an acetate. I can't remember the brand or whatever, but it's pretty cool card.
I know Playoff Momentum made some. Scott.
Whoa.
Take it.
I mean, he went 3 of 4 tonight for like 50 yards and a touchdown. I mean, whatever.
Against the 8th string defensive for who?
First string for the Bills, but whatever. Whatever.
Here's a good question. What is each of your favorite episodes that you've done?
Mine's definitely a Wednesday show over the regular pod for me.
Really?
Oh, yeah, the Wednesday shows I absolutely love.
The 8 questions with Baseball Card Collector Investor Dealer. Not so much the episode itself, but we had so much fun before and after talking to him, which, he said we could release all. We should just throw out the unedited, uncut version of that because we had a lot of fun just shooting.
I'm not sure we can throw out our unedited, uncut version of anything we record because typically there's something that doesn't make the actual video that we probably shouldn't be talking about or language we shouldn't be using. Yes.
Fair. That's fair.
Yeah, that is fair. But yeah, that was a great one.
I take it back. That's the episode where I ate the gum and then to try to wash it down with the fireball. And make sure the fireball and the gum was way worse than the gum ever was. The gum was horrible, but the fireball mixing with it, oh my God, it was so bad.
The look on your face for that was phenomenal.
I can still almost taste it. That's how bad it was.
I know the answer for all of us. Episode 1. If you haven't gone back and checked out episode 1,
that was a good episode.
I strongly return.
We're going to keep pushing episode 1 until we get that over 1,000. Yeah.
I looked at it.
It just shows how clairvoyant we've been about this hobby,
right?
Or else we just realized pretty early on that Michael Rubin is just gonna literally do everything he says he's gonna do.
He's gonna train wreck right through this hobby. All right, boys. I'm gonna drink this one next because it's the highest alcohol content and I want to enjoy it. 11.2.
Oh boy.
This is the whole enchilada.
Is that what's the company?
This is local. I think it's Central PA, Evergreen.
Okay,
it's probably in the Harrisburg area.
Okay, I thought that logo looked familiar, but I have never tried their stuff.
I've drank them before. But there's also the version of this called the half enchilada, and the can is like half the logo. and then it's like 6 point whatever percent. It's literally half.
Okay, so I bought these from Rob. Guy set up right next to EP. EP had a $1 box. This guy had a 50-cent box.
Undercut my prices.
He undercut it by half.
Who did?
So, Rob, the guy that he paid.
Oh, the guy that
table.
he paid for his table.
He paid for his table, then he undercut it right there,
look,
next to him.
Look, the thing is, we were supposed to go to 2 card shows together, and I wasn't able to go to either of them, and so he had to go by himself to 2 of them. So I owed him one. So
didn't he owe us because he couldn't go to the National this year? We didn't go all because of him.
Because of him, yeah. Actually, yeah, it was. Yep.
Not because of Rob, because of you.
Well, no, it was.
So you owe us a table at the National.
That's not.
Yeah, I think
okay.
so.
All right.
That's fair.
By the way, we can shit all over Rob Ingalls, and I'll tell you why. He doesn't watch this.
He's
probably on watching it. He's probably on watching it right now.
Yeah.
Bullshit. He is.
Turnout was. I mean, it's a small show at a church, and the very first show, and I think turnout was actually pretty good. I know Kevin said he was excited, happy with it. He actually had somebody offer to buy his table, so it wasn't like it was just the people at that church. Like he had somebody offered him $4,600, I think, for everything he had, and he thought about it and decided to not do it. So but anyhow, so there were people.
So he was holding a lot of stuff back from us when we were looking to buy everything he had, right? Because he gave us a lower number than that at the time.
Well, I mean, you saw his spread. He had a pile of stuff there.
Yeah,
so.
But wasn't that? I mean, that was pretty much everything he had in his basement to begin with. Mm-hmm. So, just spread out on tables. So.
Right. Right.
I would have taken the money.
Yeah, can't go broke taking a profit.
But yeah, turnout was good. There's a lot of there were a lot of families there though, and I was giving out free packs to when a kid would walk up and I give out a free pack here and there, and it was good.
He gave me a free pack. Can you believe that? And he gave my wife a free pack.
The two richest people I know getting free packs. Jeez, yes.
She left her cards there.
Gotta work the system.
She did, yeah.
She had a 1991 Fleer Ultra Anthony Munoz card out of her pack, and she left it sit there.
Yeah, but
put it in the dollar.
That is not the worst thing that happened today.
Oh no,
we went to Original Italian Pizza in Muncie after the show, and I got one of the little pizzas with bacon, and I didn't eat an extra piece because I wanted to save half for tomorrow for after the podcast. I left the fucking pizza there.
Oh my gosh.
Oi, pizza is so good.
Should I drive back?
Yes.
Should I drive back to get it now? Do you think they
At what point did you realize?
As soon as I got home, and I was I'm not even joking. I'm not exaggerating. I was devastated.
Shedding tears?
Devastated. I almost did. I almost cried. I mean, come on, look at us. If you leave pizza behind, yeah. Oh man.
We're getting pizza next week, right, boys? Gonna go play some golf.
Yeah.
Get some pizza.
One is definitely the most referenced episode. Yes. No doubt about it.
I mean, we don't really we should just do a redirect link to episode 1 on every podcast. Okay, guys, this week we're going to take a look at episode 1 and hit the button, and there we go.
Or do a side podcast. Mike's been kicking around the idea of us doing something on a third something every week. Maybe we just take the first episode a minute by minute, and we analyze each minute of it each week. Yeah, I think that'd be fun.
We could do that. We could, or we should do a reaction video to the podcast, episode 1 every
I want to do a live stream of that. We're joking around. I legit wanted to do a live stream of that.
So to pull the curtain back a little bit, if any of you follow the channel closely, you know that we release the podcast every Monday morning at 7. We call it internally the B show, but every week our second video on Wednesday. And I want to add a third video to drop either maybe Friday, Saturday. And we're trying to come up with ideas for a third video. We record most of the content on Sunday, so we don't have a ton of time, but we're throwing around some ideas. We're kind of thinking about maybe just each picking out a card that we like every week and just have kind of our card of the week kind of thing and talking about it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is it stupid? Or let us know in the
Yeah, are
comments.
people
how dumb
interested
it
in like the
is.
cards we collect? I don't know. Like some people would be, I guess. Some people might think it's silly.
Or
I
would
don't
it be
know.
better just to like pick cards maybe we don't necessarily have, like just cards we wish we had or something like that? I don't know. I just
Yeah.
something short that we could, I mean, because we can't have too many topics because we talk a lot about them. So yeah, if we had more than one
The
card
Jones
each,
Show.
it would be at least a half-hour video.
Right.
So, yeah.
Hey, we're trying to keep this under 10 minutes.
Good evening,
Hey,
Tim.
Tim. Hey, Tim.
I almost called him Cliff. I don't know. I combined Tim and Cluff for some reason. What up, Cliff?
He's a stack sale buyer that's eligible for the giveaway at 9 o'clock.
Oh.
So yeah,
I have the dice.
he is
I have
in
the dice
there.
now.
Yes, that will be exciting. Going down in about 23 minutes. Everybody, I know some people don't care because they weren't part of it, but it'll be fun. It'll be a colorful wheel.
11.2% is
Just like put your face right in front of the screen and like open your eyes wide, and you'll be like, wow.
Especially after an 11.2% beer. Yeah, I have. So these come out very, very rarely. And Rob's dad, God rest his soul, would buy it whenever it came out. It was like a scratch thing. And he would buy a bunch of it whenever it came out. And it's so high in alcohol, it doesn't go bad. I mean, it just ages. So we found a 4-pack in the basement when we were there for his I guess ceremony or whatever you want to call it. And I'm like, I claimed them. I'm like, those are mine. I'm taking those. So I took the 4-pack home, and I've been saving them for special occasions. They are intense.
most of those are when the high alcohol tastes a little bit like you're drinking hard liquor, kind of. Does that one have that flavor, or is it
or almost like a wine sometimes too? It really depends. This one tastes like an IPA, like a triple hazy, like a triple IPA. It's really
pretty good.
I mean, this is funny talk about the BGS because I heard both Neo and Sports Card Radio mention Fanatics buying BGS this week. And
Who
we
else
have been on
mentioned
that for a long time.
I think since episode 1.
Now episode 1, I know we did talk a little bit about CSG because Ruben was an investor in that. But I know, not too far along the way that we talked, I don't even know, it may have been episode 1, but we did talk about Beckett because of that name value. Like, they bought Tops, they bought, Beckett. I mean, they're clearly the one grading company. Nobody's really smart if they're coming up with this. We aren't smart for thinking of it. Like, they're not doing very well, and they have a really long history in the hobby. So
they bought Tops for the same reasons.
Yeah,
a
absolutely.
Little bit. The reason I always thought Beckett was going to be the answer was because of the authentication. I mean, what's Fanatics do? They sell jerseys, they sell hats. I could see signing events.
Oh yeah,
Beckett grades magazines. Beckett grades comic books. People don't realize that.
And
Beckett grades comic books.
Like, look at the CGC model right now with the comics and stuff. They bring people in to do the signings and slab them up as authentic right there for the comic books and stuff.
And that's the only way they will.
Yeah, but like imagine Fanatics buying something like BGS and having a roster of exclusive autograph people and doing these signing events instead of having to go to a card show. Maybe you don't live near where the big card shows. Like if you want a big name guy, you have to go to a bigger city and maybe you're not near it. Like you can send a couple $100 and you can get a card that is slabbed, authenticated, and actually signed by that player right there.
And CGC grades them too. So maybe BGS would also grade whatever you're sending. By the way, Jim Lee is signing for CGC soon. I might go through my X-Men Series 1 cards and see what I have available. I might send him like the X-Men team card or something. How cool would that be to have that signed and slabbed by CGC? I mean, Jim Lee's got an iconic autograph too. So
I think there's like a lot of potential business opportunity there for a company like Fanatics. Like I feel like that is something, like you said, Joe, they have the hats, they have the jerseys, they have the connections with the leagues now coming up that they'll be able to get game use stuff. Like I feel like they'll be able to be like Upper Deck authenticated on like a much bigger level,
And you get the grading company and you get the authentication company, which if you bought SGC, you don't get that. If you bought Tag, you don't get that, right? If you buy Beckett, you get that. Beckett and PSA are the only two that do that.
Yeah. C-Town Funk does not agree.
Yeah.
I've sent a couple cards to BGS. I think they're still an accurate grader. They have so many issues. And it started with the logo, and then it went to the grading scale, and they fucked that up too. And it's like, what are you doing, guys? But if Fanatics bought them, guess what? They would. I mean, they would put money into it, and they would be a better company.
You think they'd fix things up a little bit, yeah.
And they get a fresh start, I believe. With
they bought PWCC, so is them buying BGS out of the question?
Yeah,
like as poorly run as PWCC was.
It's just the kind of company, because Fanatics does have goodwill right now. Yeah, some collectors hate them, but like I feel like overall, like as a business, like Michael Rubin is a likable guy. Like he just is. Like he's puts himself out there. He, whether it's marketing or what, he's making an effort to show his face in the hobby, which I like. So I feel like if they bought a company like BGS, people would be like, oh, you know what? Okay, I'll give them another chance. I'll see what they do. So, I mean, I remember when Beckett was the grader, like in the late 90s and early 2000s.
First grading company we ever sent cards to, Mike.
BGS 9.5 would sell for more than a PSA 10, like way more at the time. So, like, obviously PSA has just like expanded their business so much, but like you can never take anything for granted. Like, don't think something can't change in the hobby, because we've seen it change over the last 30 years quite a bit. So
hobby
bloopers. That sounds like a lot of work.
Also, that's pretty much what we talk about on the podcast a lot, isn't it? All the fuck ups people making the hobby.
Yeah. Which we never seem to run out of ideas. If it's not a card company, it might be an athlete. Who knows? Pull the curtain back on tomorrow a little bit. Or Monday.
If we could go back in time, I think maybe we might have renamed the podcast Hobby Bloopers, as in we are the Hobby Bloopers.
Hobby Bloopers.
The Three Stooges. We are definitely the Three Stooges, yes. We have 17 people watching us live.
Wow,
right now.
Crazy.
Thank you, everybody, for showing up. I don't know that we've ever had that many.
I don't think so.
Pretty good showing for three idiots like us, right? Yeah, there we go. I like that idea. I think that'd be fun. Give it a shot.
And maybe we could alternate it. Cards we have in 1 week, and then cards we're interested in the next, or something. Go back and forth with it.
Yeah.
The only issue with that is I don't always buy cards.
So same.
It would be
like I'll go on streaks. I'll go on like one day I'll have like 5 packages coming in, and then for the next 3 weeks I don't buy anything. It's just really because I have such a specific collecting way. So like if it's not right now, it's Pickett Merino autos. It's what I'm looking for literally every day on eBay. A year ago it was Brady rookie cards, so it's very, very specific.
I do buy a lot though, but it's usually to resell a lot of stuff for my stack sales and stuff. And like people would probably get sick of seeing what Paul Heyman card I buy.
I was just going to say, Mike, how many Paul Heymans have you picked up recently?
Well, I'm watching, I bought 2 of the select autographs. I got the 49 and the regular silver. I have the out of 35 and the out of 60 coming. And there's a out of 25 tie-dye autograph, I think ends tomorrow. So that's one I really want to get, because
the tie-dyes are pretty nice.
The tie-dye select is really cool, and it's a it's sticker autograph, but still that's one.
Keeps it in the sticker though.
Yeah,
which is nice.
I would rather have that one than a gold, like just to look at the cards, because I think the tie-dye and select, out of all the stuff that like I make fun of Panini about, those cards are like by far my favorite. I think it's a great design, and I'm probably gonna try to make sure I win that one. Let's see.
Yeah,
now you're gonna have people shilling you. They're googling it now. They're on eBay.
Yeah,
search.
don't. Come on, don't.
Don't do it. Don't do it, guys. Come on. Unless you're gonna buy it and give it to them as a gift. I mean, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same way where I won't buy stuff for a long stretch, but then I'll end up buying like this Mike or this where is it retro Upper Deck retro box, like the lunch box or whatever. I'll buy a box.
Are you gonna open that?
Eventually? Yeah.
Eventually. Are you gonna do it on video?
That's the plan. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
878. Right. I think that's for the 878 pod.
Can I wait that long? Can I wait? Well, we better get. Hey, listen, everybody, get people to sign up so I can open this box.
Yeah, Mike, you were waiting in line because they wouldn't let you in, which is outlandish.
I know.
You should have told everyone to take their phones out. You should. You should have told everyone take your phones out, go to Mike's Retro Trading Cards, and subscribe. Like while you were in line. That's you missed out on an opportunity right there.
He wasn't even wearing the shirt today.
I really feel though like EP should have come out and done that. I shouldn't have to. Like my name is.
I mean,
on
most
the
of those
channel.
people were there to see me for my appearance, like my autograph appearance. So
yeah. EP was trying to sell people cards based on the fact that he's a big YouTube star. I saw it. I did. Guy, he was negotiating with that guy on his Kobe Bryant card, and he's like, dude, I'm a big YouTube star. Like, I should honestly probably be charging more just
because I touched this card.
Yeah, just because I own this card. Like, you could send it to PSA and they could put from the EP collection. And
the one that I submitted for you, EP.
Yep.
So it was touched by both.
Two of the three.
Yeah.
Of the Mike's Retro Trading Card retro card chat group. So I mean that doubles the value.
Tuckleberry Finn, I randomly found your channel this week and realized Mike owned the shop I bought Pokemon from back in 1999.
You still have
for real? Been binging
awesome.
the videos and the non-sports card talk opening. Nice. Did you check out the Nintendo card box? Because I broke that box and then I have the grading reveal that had those in it. That was pretty cool. So those videos I would recommend if you haven't watched them yet. We do a decent amount of non-sport content. Joe's into the Marvel stuff.
Yeah. Not Marvel masterpieces, I'll tell you that. You won't see a box of that being ripped on the channel. Holy shit. $900 a box. Say what you will about Panini EP, and I know you complain about the prices, and you're putting your flag down that Topps football products will all be under $200 a box.
That is not what
That's
I said.
What you said. You said that verbatim.
I thought he said they would all be under
150. Okay, under 100.
Yeah.
So,
or he'd give his collection away.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But Upper Deck, if you think about it, Upper Deck, $900 a box for Marvel masterpieces is ridiculous.
But
I don't know what you get out of that.
But Upper Deck does have products that are like $100 a box. They do have like reasonably priced products that aren't the super high end stuff. The problem is with Panini, like their low end stuff is like $500 a box for like hobby.
See,
you know what I mean?
I used to. That was my go-to. Was like Score was like $500. Yeah. It's not anymore.
It's still
like that was during the.
It's
that
still
was during
$350, right? Still $350 for.
I don't know what Score. I know the collegiate stuff is quite a bit cheaper.
Well,
but no one likes collegiate stuff but
me.
Right. Apparently.
Joe. Yeah, that's a very good point. Legitimate point right there.
Wait. Hold on. Let me practice. Hold on.
This is not okay. That's not the real throw. Just so
these are not the real throws. These are all practices. Ooh, snake eyes.
But here's the problem. I have a feeling Joe's going to do that, and one of the dies will go off of the table. Then he will bump the table when he goes to pick it up, and then he'll move the chair.
Camera goes flying,
and then everybody will get to see what happened to us last week when we recorded the podcast.
That wasn't me. That was EP. We already
with
talked
Joe
about
trying to get himself centered in the middle of his screen for a half an hour. I'm not joking. For an hour. He also mooned us, which we have on video. But
to be fair, that was on purpose. That was not accidental. That was not accidental. I literally pulled my pants out a little bit so I could moon them.
Yeah,
it wasn't like a plumber.
Don't know what I have to put up with this
people do not want to see the unedited.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, we are the easier. We are the easier podcast to edit. I'm just going to throw that out there. We're like just
weren't last week.
Set and forget.
What was it? the B show last week or somewhere. EP just totally forgot what he was talking about.
I think it was our second show.
Where Joe last week during the podcast just froze up for like 15 minutes, and I had to try to edit that together. So yeah, we don't edit a lot, but sometimes we have to do it. Oh man. BGS has been begging everyone with a prepaid debit card to buy them out for over 5 years. Well, let's go together and get it. The Mike's Retro Trading Card Grading Company, MRTCGS.
All 10s, baby.
All 10 grading. I'm telling you. Let's everybody in the chat right now. Let's pull our money together. We'll buy Beckett. And we'll come up with all 10 grading. We'll just put 10s on everything. Everybody will be happy. Nobody cares what the grade actually is. They want a 10. So we will.
That's why PSA has so many submissions every
month. PSA like will go down to like 30 cards a month because we'll steal all their business.
Wait, there's a company just giving out 10s?
Yeah.
I do not have I own some comics from back in the day, but I do not I was never really big into comics. I have like a G.I. Joe comic and a Transformers comic, but I don't have anything crazy. I would love to have like a Spider-Man, a couple Spider-Mans. And actually in my watch list on eBay I have a couple like Spider-Man comics kind of saved that are like super cheap. I should probably just buy them, but there's not really my thing.
EP is a big fan of the movies.
Oh yeah,
he loves the cards, but he was never really a comic book reader. I read some comics. I read a lot of Green Lantern. I used to sell comics back in my shop, like every other card dealer did in the mid 90s. Mm-hmm. But I held on to it a little more, and I think the people that came in respected me a little bit more because I did read some of the comics at the time. So I love Shadow Man and I love Green Lantern. So.
Yeah, I do have. Me and Mike were both Green Lantern guys. I was a Superman and Batman guy and X-Men. But these are the Silver Surfer comics that Rob's dad had in his office. I had graded. This is my Spawn that I had from when did it come out? 1992. It's a 9.6. I submitted that myself. And then this is the first Doctor Strange. It's not his first appearance. It's his first own title. And then that's the first appearance of the Sentinels, X-Men 14 from like 1963. It's crazy. 5.5 or something, I believe. But yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, I like to read. I remember liking to read comics, and I actually have like the Walking Dead Compendium, which is something I never really got into. I respect the art and everything, but it just wasn't really my jam.
I was really into the Batman Nightfall series too.
Oh yeah,
early 90s.
They really rushed that. Nolan really rushed that in his third movie. That could have been a whole trilogy itself. BlackRock had the choice of grading companies to buy.
You can read it out loud, Joe.
Oh no, you've been doing it.
BlackRock has had the choice of grading companies. BGS, CGS, Black, whatever it is, but same difference. Rock is just a bigger form of a stone, and they ran from acquiring BGS like you. What? Never mind.
I want to know what did BGS do to C-Town? I need to hear the story.
Now I will. The C-Town Funk podcast. Don't be confused. It is not about funk. Not about music funk.
It's not about Uptown Funk.
No, it's not about Uptown Funk. Not about Downtown Funk. Not about C-Town Funk. It was a cannabis podcast. And yes, look at the logo. We should have known this. Yeah, we were stupid for not knowing that. But yeah, but he did contribute the question to the Q&A. So yes, he's one of our favorites here. Like, who doesn't like the C-Town Funk podcast? Since he's not using it, maybe we'll just change the name of this one. Can we do that? Is it for sale? Let us know. Oh, wonder what everyone thinks about Leaf. Are their autos 100% legit? If so, why so cheap? I love Leaf. Why don't you marry him? That was for Pee Wee. Yeah, Pee-wee. Paul Rubens. Rip. So.
No relation to Michael Rubin. Yes, they are 100% legit, and we said on the podcast, or at least I thought so. Mike still hasn't formed an opinion, I don't think, on this thing. But Brian Gray, man, he knows how to survive. I absolutely love it. They're so cheap because they don't have the logos. I mean, that's why. And again, I'm not going to get into the debate, but while legally it will not be deemed a monopoly, that is why Fanatics is going to crush all competition because they're going to be the only ones that can use logos. No one wants non-logo stuff. People barely want college stuff, even with logos. No one wants non-logo stuff. So Leaf's doing whatever they can to survive. And they're doing a good job of it too.
Their autos are definitely 100% legit too. Like I don't like I don't I know there was the whole thing with the Pele autographs. Like, come on, they're not faking the Pele autographs. Like Brian Gray may do a lot of things and may have done a lot of things, but I'm pretty sure in 2023, I don't believe he's faking autographs at that level. Like I feel like the Pele thing, like he was an old man. His autograph might have looked different. Like if they don't have like a copy of an autograph, like I shared this story before that there's a guy that on Twitter that is the guitar tech for ZZ Top, and Billy Gibbons, their guitar player, signed stuff for him, and PSA rejected it because they couldn't authenticate it because they didn't have any examples that had it signed the way that he signed it. Like it's more than 100% real because the guy works for him and like literally he signed it for him. So like, again, we talk about this all the time. PSA, BGS, they're humans. They can only give their best opinion based on the information they have. And like the Pele thing, I think they didn't have the right information to say it was real. But I trust that a card company like Leaf is really putting real autographs in. Like Brian Gray loves to meet these people and get the autographs.
Yeah.
So like he loves to post the pictures with the people that are signing for him. So I think Leaf is a great, like at some point in time, people are going to go, why in the world am I paying $500 for a Panini autograph when I can get a Leaf one for $50 and it still is autograph? Like I just want the autograph.
Right. If you're just autograph shopping, absolutely. I mean, that's why I collect the collegiate stuff because I went to Pitt. But man, if I was like a fan of Trevor Lawrence, not a Clemson fan, but just a fan of Trevor Lawrence, I'd buy a collegiate or a draft picks auto for sure. You can get them for a third, a quarter, a tenth of the price. Same product, like say flawless collegiate, flawless pro, you can get the same card for thousands of dollars less. And in my opinion, the photography is just as good on one. The jerseys are just as good, and the autograph's the same. What I don't get it unless you're like a hardcore Jags fan and you finally got your number one quarterback or something like that. I don't understand the difference,
Mr. Contrarian tonight.
He is.
You don't love Leaf. No one loves Leaf. Everyone loves the memory. Well, I don't disagree.
It's a different Leaf. It's a different Leaf, though.
Yeah.
It is
that
Leaf.
I do love the 90s Leaf way more than
which is owned by Panini. Which is owned by Panini.
I'm not, don't get me wrong. I'm not a huge Leaf fan, but I feel like if you're like some of the stuff they do, the Pop Century stuff's pretty cool. Like if you're into looking for autographs, if you want autographs, I think Leaf is a great card to buy. I don't actively try to buy Leaf product to rip or anything very often, but yeah, I think it's good for autograph collectors because the stuff is legit. So
if I was a Penn State fan or an Alabama fan,
Hey, Mike.
What's up, Mike? If I was a fan of like college teams that didn't have logos on their helmet, I would just buy Leaf. They're so much cheaper. Get like Notre Dame; they don't have any distinguishing marks on their uniforms. Penn State doesn't. You could totally get away with that.
Since Mike the Cleaner is here, EP, who's your favorite rapper?
I don't have a favorite rapper.
Gabriel is mine.
This is why we didn't answer your question.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Like, look at us. We don't know.
I mean, obviously, Mike is a big Post Malone guy. Is he a rapper?
No.
Okay.
They don't believe that I watch Post Malone do the live streams during the pandemic, but he was playing rock music, stuff I actually like. So, well, it's 9 o'clock. Let's take a minute here and
take a minute right now.
Do the giveaway. I'm doing my giveaway for my stack sale buyers. I ran a stack sale, Retromania 2, in case nobody heard about it. Yeah, and I'm giving away these to everybody who claimed 25. I had 47 different people that claimed more.
Did you buy the mattress yet, though? Before
no, I haven't. I haven't.
The mattress yet.
Let me see if I can share my screen here.
That Big League is fun. Fun product. Get a lot of inserts in every pack, and not super high end, super expensive.
I'm gonna move this,
but it's a really fun product. So
yeah. Right. All right, we are sharing the screen.
Look at all those names on that wheel.
Look at all that. Okay, I'm gonna hit the shuffle button here. Joe's gonna roll the dice. I'm gonna hit the shuffle button that number of times, and then I'm going to pick a winner. Then I'm going to have him roll again. I'm going to shuffle that many times, pick another winner, roll again, shuffle again, pick a winner. So, Joe.
Can people win multiple times, or are they taken out?
They will be removed after they win.
Okay. Mike, you ready, Mike?
Yep. Let me know what the first number is.
The first number is Snake Eyes 2.
Wow. Okay. Shuffle 1, shuffle 2, and hit the roll. Oh, listen to that.
Mike, I think the real question is, do you have ice for every occasion?
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Trojan Sun 1. Now, if I have your Twitter name slightly wrong on here, don't worry. I know who you are. But that was a lot for me to type in. So, yes, there's our first winner.
All right.
You bought quite a bit from me. All right. Roll the dice again there.
We got 5.
5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And hit the wheel. Winner number 2 is When Bikes Fly. There you go. Listen to that.
Yeah.
Does that sound playing on the screen?
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Awesome. All right. Fantastic. And the third one, Joe.
Ooh, 12.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even know if I can count that high.
I was hoping
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And the final winner. Oh, look at that. Purdue fan Oaks.
Big Drew Brees guy. You buy a lot of Drew Brees cards.
Honestly, he bought Peyton Manning cards.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Congratulations to the 3 winners. That's pretty awesome. Like, I'm pretty happy with that because, like I said, I had so many people that bought so many cards from me that I'm happy for anybody who won. I was going to be happy anyway. So
I only bought 24. Damn it.
You did. Yes. I actually did have a couple people only bought 24.
Oh, no. They should have bought one more. Shot at it.
Well, that worked out pretty well. That's
it
good,
did.
Right?
Yeah.
Dice, baby. We'll use those all the time now. We'll figure it out a way.
Try to catch up a little bit on the comments here.
Drunken
I don't drink. What are you talking about?
That's true. This is his one of the year.
It's my beer of the year.
The beer of the year.
I did drink a little bit of the National last year, but
and then you bought a Stephanie McMahon card. So I mean, got a little bit into Stephanie McMahon.
Did that was not a good purchase, but yeah.
Cards that he's running.
EP just didn't want to buy you a breakfast sandwich.
No, Mike just didn't show up. I had a breakfast sandwich waiting for him, but I ended up eating it myself. So
you probably gave it to Rob.
Probably, yeah.
And gave Rob all his profits and all the cards left and is on his table. He's like, Rob, just take everything. It's fine.
And this Rob we talk about is EP does another podcast. We hate to talk about it because I don't know why anybody would ever do another podcast other than our podcast. Like,
I'm the only one that does it. I'm the only true blue guy here.
But yeah, so yeah, that is his other podcast partner.
Yeah.
Rob Ingalls, who he
Yeah.
works with at the Daily Item, and
It's a fishing
Very nice.
podcast for those
It's
of
an,
you
it's an
interested.
they
award-winning
talk about
sports card
fishing a
podcast.
lot. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Award-winning, whatever.
Woof.
Yeah, that's with a grain of salt. So,
EP,
yeah.
you'll be on 3 podcasts once we get Day Drinking with EP and Joe Day.
Yeah.
Cooking.
Yeah.
Share that idea with the people watching. See what they think about that. Yeah.
All right, so this is the idea. You guys have ever watched Day Drinking with Seth on? He does the late night show. I forget which one he does, but he
I'll
does
be right back.
Seth,
All right.
and he day drinks with celebrities and just drinks all day, and they just play games and shoot the shit. I'm thinking we do that. Me and EP,
Yeah.
start drinking.
Yep.
We have to do it during like I have to take a day off work. It can only be like a once a month thing. Like I'll take a day off work. So like I'm day drinking on like a Monday or a Wednesday or something even more, ridiculous. And then we drink.
I was expecting to be a Saturday, but yeah, I don't
I mean,
know.
I could do a Saturday, but
Yeah.
I mean, do you get days off during the week?
I mean, I can, but like Mondays are definitely a no, or rough for me to get off unless it's like a vacation. So easier for
But
me.
you
to
usually work Saturdays too, so I don't know how beneficial.
No. I don't work. No, I work Saturdays if somebody's not there. No, I work.
So you work Saturdays, is what I'm hearing.
No.
Bob, send that bill to
so.
Mike Lutz, Buckhorn, PA. Just send it out.
They know where he lives. It'll get there.
Yeah, he pays for all of the channel legal fees and all that. So yeah, anything that you want to deal with that, yeah, send that to Mike. But yeah, I mean, EP, if you have off on a Friday.
I feel like the day drinking, like we would talk about, well, obviously cards would come
movies.
up. But movies definitely. We would talk about movies,
TV
Marvel
shows.
Yep, TV shows. Yeah, fantasy football might come up on occasion.
Which our one draft starts tomorrow.
Yeah. Yep.
It's our one draft that Mike's not here, but he has the trophy behind him. It's actually Rob's trophy, not the Rob we were talking about. My Rob. Mm-hmm. He actually won it last year, League 3. So it'll be back in this household, which feels right. I've won it like 10 times. So, it feels right that it's back in this house. And then we have our main league draft, which is also up there behind Mike. Next week, I'll be driving to Danville for the big boy, the granddaddy of them all, if you will.
The granddaddy of them all, yes.
Golf may be golfed over the weekend. There's a
I'm game. I'm free.
Golf may be golfed.
Yeah, golf may be golfed.
Yeah,
golf maybe golf. What are we talking about? I don't even know.
We're gonna next weekend. We're gonna go golfing.
Next weekend, really?
I mean the day after the weekend. I mean the weekend. When you're talking about fantasy football weekend, it extends from Friday to Monday, right?
For me, it's Tuesday. I'm not leaving until Tuesday.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah.
We should hit up a card shop too.
Nice little room at the Inn at Turkey Hill. One of my favorites. One of my favorite spots.
Fancy.
I am fancy.
Hazel the Bulldog is now in the room with me, so who knows?
Uh-oh.
Hazel the Bulldog is in our chat?
Yep. Yes, she has. She's licking the crap out of my knee at the moment. So
there you go.
Yes.
I told Bob to send any legal bills or anything like that to your house. I gave him your address. We're good.
For what you said while I was gone? Yeah.
No, for toilet papering his house for Halloween. Yeah, that might have been me. I don't know.
It was Joe. Probably was. He doesn't remember it though.
When I was in Danville for Halloween, I was usually at Mike's shop opening up Pinnacle football and eating popcorn. So when watching the
Can you guys do a show on Star Trek CCG cards? Maybe create some momentum and bring them back, please, and thank you. I don't know enough about them anymore. I did used to sell them, but we never played the game. Joe, you're a Trekkie.
I am. I actually have some.
What do the boxes go for?
I have a original Patrick Stewart, Jean-Luc, and then I have the autograph. The toy from Galoob, by the way, from back in the 80s.
Nice.
And I have a Locutus. You might have seen it at the opening. I have a bridge in my den from Playmate, or was it Playmates? Was that the toy company?
Yeah.
So yeah.
So what's the good one? What's the good set? Like 1995, 1994? Star Trek: The Next Generation.
The Next Generation would be the one to go with for me.
$35 for a 36-pack box.
Maybe.
We could get on. We could do a play against each other live.
Well, I got a new offer on my card there. What is the $498 one here?
Factory sealed, whatever it is. By the way, C-Town, I don't know if you go back through our archives, I did open up a box of Star Trek Master Series, which is in there, which was a really fun open that like 30 people watched, but it was fun for me. I loved it.
Should we do the offer on the live stream here?
Yeah, let's see. Let's see.
Yeah, do it.
Do we really want to? I'm afraid to.
I can't wait.
Like $5.
Oh, it's the tennis one.
Yep.
Ooh, 125. What do you have it listed for, Mike?
$399.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
I mean, I would take 2 for it probably, but I mean,
so maybe counter offer for $225.
See when I do
look
that stuff,
look at this bid right here. Look at this offer. Look at that one.
What's that? $15?
$15. Yes.
Like I would have rejected that and put, did you mean $158? Did you miss a zero?
I'll give you $15 for that card. Yeah, I bet you would.
I bet you would. Oh, I finally got my first. What's the least you would take for this on an item? And I responded, what's the most you would pay? I mean, we'll figure
That's
it out.
Your first one?
That's the first one I've ever gotten.
That is a shock.
I've gotten the, do you have some wiggle room on this? That I don't mind. But the, what's the least you would take? And I responded accordingly.
I usually just go grumble, but then say something. Yeah. I don't know. Hazel the Bulldog is now on the bed in the room here because I have to leave the bed in here because every now and then my son comes home and this used to be his bedroom and it was for like 2 days last weekend. So, but Hazel looks heaven. Yeah, I know, right?
I've had people go send an offer, then I respond with my what I actually want for the card, and then they respond back with another offer. And it's like, nope, I want this, and then they're like, what's the lowest you would go? I was like, the number that I keep sending you is the number. That's it.
Like big screen.
Why?
Exactly. Yeah. What?
Big screen, would you?
Okay.
All right, so I've got on the
Bargain Boxer, by the way, I never noticed he had a third shelf up there either.
So we got Warren Moon's rookie card, PSA 9. Bob as an Equestronaut, if you watch
his
Bob's birthday.
USFL or the
No, this is his
85 tops, yeah.
Peacemaker rookie card in a Peacemaker slab. You can't really see the slab stand. I have a Peacemaker slab stand for that. That's a SGC
PSA
9.5.
Oh.
SGC 9.5. How Jordan Green Lantern Funko. A Black Panther sketch card I pulled out of Fleer Ultra Avengers last year. I guess it was this year. And then the Patrick Stewart Galoob and the Patrick Stewart autograph.
Wow.
PSA 7, by the way.
There you
That's
go.
what I get for sending to fucking PSA.
Joe.
So there you go.
Can't be cursing.
The second shelf, you've got the Bert Emanuel PMG, which, by the way, someone on Twitter, and I'll say his name, Gelman, who apparently is a wrestling expert, I don't know, was shitting on PMGs. Yeah. Who shits on PMGs? Possibly one of the coolest and the first like super low printed inserts.
Well, I mean, in fairness to him, he shits on everything that isn't like brand new Panini stuff. So yeah, he doesn't like anything that's pre-Panini anymore.
I love PMGs.
Yeah,
I don't have enough of them.
Give me a PMG over Kaboom any day of the week.
Or downtown.
Yes.
Easy.
Mike, you made the observation today at the show, looking at the cards, that the Upper Deck Ionics is one of those sets that people maybe will look back on, kind of like they did with the Fleer Metal, as far as like
they have really cool stuff.
Yeah, Ionics is really cool.
Brady has a awesome rookie in Ionics.
Yeah,
he's in his Michigan uniform, so it's still kind of gettable. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's a really, really nice rookie.
Yep.
You guys see my Van Dam Leaf Mail Day? Got that card for $150. I did see that too. Yeah, from Tyler Saturday non-sports thread. I am dumbfounded. I got it. Dude must have been on meth that sold it. Last two have sold for $1,100. Wow, that is a score.
Yeah. That would be one I may just probably resell. I don't know. That'd be a tough one.
That's a Rob Van Dam, right? I'm joking. Tuesday thread. We knew what you meant.
Yeah, we knew you.
It's okay. Your mic
Mr.
from
Monday
me.
Night.
Yeah. I forget what's yours now. No charge.
His we're gonna use his name for the podcast.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was like a long time ago. I said
Mike had that one beer, man. He's done. He's toasted tonight.
I did observe that Joe, Joe drank his first beer in half an hour, and then he got on the how much left of that 11.2 is left there, bud?
Probably. I mean, this is a bigger one. Keep in mind, this is
right.
What 16 ounces? Did you open up a beer yet, EP?
Not yet. I'm still finishing my hop tea. I'm pretty soon here. Pretty soon.
This one says 46% by volume.
4.6%, I bet.
Oh, maybe.
It's like that guy who sent you that $15.80 offer meant to send you $158 off.
Whatever.
And probably his weight, Bob. I'm guessing he lies about his weight. He looks like a 175 kind of guy.
You know, I know he's a little bit shady, but I think he would really hang out well with us.
Could you
He
imagine
does
having
not
beers
know
with
what
Brian
he's
Gregg?
missing. Like, he doesn't really know what he's missing, you know? Don't spend your time kissing butt on the big YouTubers. Come to us. Be the nerd that you are.
I think what we do is we pressure him, and everyone who's watching, pressure him for the next time, for the next national that he's at. We get to like interview him, drinking some beers at the bar.
Drinking a beer, yes. Like, who else is going to give that content?
Right.
He's gonna be like, why do people keep commenting about this Mike's Retro Trading Cards channel? I don't understand.
Yeah. Am I back?
I forget. Was it
frozen there for a minute?
I didn't see it.
Yeah,
Was it us and US Sports Cards for like 30 tweets on a thread with Brian Gray? Didn't respond to any of them, which is shocking to me.
Even when I posted the picture of the podcast with the Leaf logo over it, like
you would have thought he would have gone nuts over that.
Yeah, but when I said about Fanatics buying tops, he was all over that comment, wasn't he?
Oh yeah, he was.
Maybe that's why.
At least he admitted he was wrong, though.
Maybe remembers me calling him out for being such a jerk at that point in time when he was completely wrong.
Oh, you killed it for us, Mike.
Maybe, yeah. I would still wrap up my moment. We're up to 20 people watching. Oh, down to 18. Okay. People are like, whoa, this is not what I clicked on. I mean, yeah. Imagine if you were like clicking on a Screen Crush Barbie review video and you get our faces. You'd be like, yeah okay, I'm out of here.
Barbenheimer review, yeah.
If you could resurrect one card company from the past to compete in the current card market,
it's
what
easy.
company would that be and why that company? And Paul Ellison, you were so close to winning the box on the thing there. It just went right past you. He was the
all right,
GTR
should we say it on the count of three? I think we're all gonna say. Are we all gonna say the same thing?
Like on three or three and then go?
I don't know what you guys are saying, so I don't know.
Okay, well let's see. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and then go. Right?
1, 2, 3, and go. Yep.
1, 2, 3. Pacific.
Mike has no comment.
Fleer's still a thing.
I mean, they're not.
With
they're under an umbrella, but they're under a different. Like they're like. I want them
still technically a thing too because they're under an umbrella too, so that's fine.
Although I do love Fleer Avant, and I feel like I came up with this idea. Upper Deck needs to make a Marvel set that is a Fleer Avant Marvel set. If you don't remember, I wish I had a card laying here somewhere, but they were kind of like framed photos looking and like really cool, colorful cards. They would look fantastic with Marvel. So,
but Pacific,
I'm sure
the reason
from Upper Deck watching, right?
Oh yeah, we've got at least one representative, I'm sure. Pacific because they would just like just throw things against the wall and see what happened. I mean, they would go for it. That would be really fun if you could give them the licenses and just see what they would do. I'd be thrilled to see that. Yeah,
just to see what they could do, like have somebody come in and do something a little different. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
US Sports Cards. I signed on later tonight. How did the show go for EP? And how much did Mike buy at the show? My show went great for me. Like I made $185 profit. And I had a blast. Like I was giving away some packs, and at the end of the show, I was doing deals and said half price for everything in these boxes and stuff like that, and just had a really good time talking to people and everything. And Mike had
that's my stack that I bought from EP. $85 right there.
Yep.
Can you believe he charged me so much? Come on. God, no wonder nobody was going to his table. So expensive. Oh my God. Like the guy next to him was selling the cards for half the price.
He was undercutting the guy who bought the table for him, which is wild. EP, for the next one in 6 months, if the guy does it again, if you buy the table, I'll show up.
All right.
I only need half. I only need half a table. By the way, Rob did not take my suggestion either. He needed to put something in that case.
Yeah. Yep. He thought about it, but yeah, that's a pretty cool binder. Yeah.
Bought a binder full of non-sports. It has Happy Days, Mork and Mindy. It has Elvis, The Black Hole, Grease. But the funny thing was, you guys know Mike Summers on Twitter?
Sounds familiar.
He randomly had a tweet today about
I did see that. Yeah,
Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band movie cards. And it was funny because I have like 5 pages of these, and it has, like, he was talking about how it has rookie cards of some, like, right there, that's Aerosmith.
Oh, wow.
And
which, by the way, now's the time to sell that card, right?
They're two different.
Their last tour is this year, isn't it?
Isn't it always the last tour?
Yeah,
you have
one of them's going to die, right, at some point.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so some pretty cool stuff. These aren't in bad shape either. So I love that movie. Like, it is a horrible, horrible movie from the 70s, but I love it. And I always did love it. It's a musical. Like, there's no dialogue in it. And, like,
what's
it's
your
just
favorite
weird.
Steve Martin movie? Favorite Steve Martin movie? Quick.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Yeah, that's the right answer.
Yeah, probably.
Best Thanksgiving movie. Best Thanksgiving movie. Probably the only Thanksgiving movie.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Oh, wow,
nice. I have still never pulled a 1-of-1.
I did back in your shop. Do you remember who it was, Mike?
No.
It was, I can't
remember. Do you remember who it
was? It was Troy Edwards. It was Troy Edwards. It was a Steelers wide receiver from 1999. Wow. I think it was Troy Edwards.
What was it out of? I don't even remember it.
I forget. But I do remember pulling a 1-of-1. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, other than like printing plates or sketches, which are all technically 1-of-1s.
Yeah, back in 2012, I pulled a 1-of-1 printing plate. So
take a drink. Back in 2012,
everyone. All right, you finished your non-alcoholic.
I did.
Oh, Seatown, just what kind of pot are you smoking, dude? What kind of pot are you smoking today? Not the mellow kind, I don't think.
The DeMar Hamlin thing was gross.
That was gross. And we said that on our podcast.
We talked about that at the time, too, yeah.
And I'm a Pitt alum, so it was really gross for me. I actually know his aunt. His aunt works with me. So and Sky Moore's uncle works with me.
Wow. Mr. Name Dropper over here.
I know, right? Wow. I'm in a fantasy football league with Sky Moore's uncle, and wild.
Wow. If I would have said at the card show today, I'm on a YouTube channel with a guy who is in a fantasy football league with Sky Moore's uncle.
Like, I love how that would be your go-to. I'm in a podcast with a guy who's met the president of the United States. Multiple presidents of the United States. You would go to the Sky Moore's uncle.
Yeah. It's a card show.
That's true.
I really wanted to say, don't you know how much money I've spent on the guy organizing this? He got way too much of my money for junk.
That's funny.
Oh. You should have bought more. What should you have bought more of? I don't know what you're talking about.
I think you meant on your stack sale. But don't worry,
you bought
Scott.
a lot, though. You were on the wheel there, Scott. You just weren't lucky enough. So,
but you did get the greatest gift of all.
Yeah.
A Mike's Retro Trading Card slab stand.
Yeah, come on. They're rare. I heard they're selling on eBay for like $150 now. Yeah.
I will say, shout out to slab stands. If you guys are actually ever looking, like these Pitt slab stands, for example, or the slab stands that Mike's Retro Trading Cards Slab Stand's on Twitter. He makes some really, really nice stuff. So he gave us a deal on those. That's why I'm shouting him out. He gave us a deal on.
Do you know how much money Dustin would have made for saying that? And then here you are just giving it away for free?
No, that's Slab Mags. Slab Mag. I'm not gonna shout them out. I'm gonna family-owned business. Slab Stand. I'll shout them out.
Where do I have my stack sales? I have them on Twitter. You can follow me at Mike's Upper Deck 1 on Twitter. I just finished, it was Retromania 2. It was a 15 straight nights of stack sale. And I didn't miss a night. The first Retromania, remember, I got COVID in the middle of it. And there was just, I only missed one night. I felt so bad I couldn't do it. But and
everyone who bought that sale got COVID. I don't know how.
I don't know either. Yeah.
Mike sent out a warning video saying, make sure you scrub these down with Clorox wipes before you put them in one touches. But
yeah, I run quite a few on there. I'll probably run another one in another couple months or so.
And you run stack sales more than I do. I've only done it twice.
Yeah, I haven't run one in a while, but with all my cards pressed for the show, I mean, that's on the table.
I bought this Berta Manual PMG with my profits of one of my stack sales, actually.
Nice. Mike needs to buy out EP's contract with the other podcast. I mean, it wouldn't cost much, I can imagine. Yeah.
I mean, just buy Rob a fishing line or something.
Or Mike could just make EP sign a non-compete contract for this podcast, and I have them exclusive for nothing. Like,
it's after the fact. You'd have to update his terms and everything.
We have to do some financial.
He's too big of a deal.
I'll out-negotiate you any day of the week. I can do this.
We'll form a union.
Or I'll just bring I'll bring in a new EP if he doesn't want to do it. Like, who cares? Nobody will miss him.
I'd do a walkout EP. We'd go together.
Thanks, Joe. Thank you.
You bet
you would.
We'd go on strike.
No, you wouldn't.
If we got paid for this shit, maybe, but
you should each have a card budget and start bidding during the day drinking.
That's actually a great idea.
Really
episode 1. Episode 1, we might have to do that. What, 1,000 each?
Whoa, no. Like, how about $10 maybe?
And then EP will watch me get drunker and drunker. Go, Joe, I agree. Let's do 1,000. He won't. Me do it.
Okay, well, I have an idea then. Since we're talking about drinking and buying cards, let's go to my ComC. Let's buy a card. I have $39.35. What do you want to buy? Let's buy something and see if we can make money on it.
So you don't want to buy a Paul Heyman?
Oh, I have plenty of Paul Heyman.
Let's buy something Trevor Lawrence. Let's see what Trevor Lawrence has in that price range.
Trevor Lawrence.
You're gonna buy one card with the is our amount 39, or you're budgeting that?
Oh, I have to sign in again. Sorry about that.
Oh, no one look at the password.
Oh, yep. Everybody's on Mike's password now.
Oh God, I have to type it in again? Come on. I'm just saying, ComC, it's 2023. Can we please update this site a little bit? Come on.
Just get that first one there, $10,000. Just pick that one.
Yeah.
Do they have any way to filter by?
Yeah, I think they can do it by price range up at the top. Yeah. Go sort by lowest. I'm pointing to the screen like you can see what I'm pointing to.
Joe's like trying to click it with his finger.
Okay.
I love we either go to 10,000 or 70 cents.
We probably want to get like a rookie card, right? Or maybe second year or something like that.
Yeah, definitely get a rookie
card.
So
like you can sort by rookie card if you go on the left there, rookie card. Yeah. Right. It's right there.
All right.
Yeah, I see where it is. Oh man, I don't want auctions though.
No. Can you
turn off
auctions?
You can turn off the auctions.
You know, you can do that over to the left, Mike.
Yeah, right there. Like 10 minutes after I click on it. Okay. looks like a lot of cards that I sold in my stack sale for.
I know. I was thinking I have a lot of these already.
Let's get. Oh, here we go. We're up around $20 now. What is that? The mosaic.
Ooh, a silver
prism.
mosaic. That's
No, it's
actually
excellent
not a
to
bad
near
choice.
mint though. Here's a
Yeah.
PSA 8. We could crack it and regrade it.
Resubmit.
Probably get a 10.
Yeah, that's true.
Prism base for $20. Who knew that? Wow. I don't know.
I like that red, white, and blue die cut.
That's a nice card. I like that.
Mm.
Man, I don't know. $19.15.
I'll have to think about that one.
Yeah.
Let's think about it as EP gets an alcoholic beverage. Because I'm going to crack open number 3. If you don't have an alcoholic beverage in your hand as I crack open number 3, I'll be very upset. 11.5, kids. I like the mosaic.
That one's cool too. Yeah. This one?
Yeah.
Green and yellow. There's a green and yellow that's.
I was just going to say, we got the
color.
red, white, and blue. We got the green and yellow die cut. I mean, boy, we're set.
The green and yellow is a color match, though, right?
Ooh, that is a color match.
That is
That's a good
nice.
point, EP. Anyone seen any of these?
That is a
out
nice looking card.
That is a very
cool
nice looking card.
And we could send it right to PSA to get graded.
Yeah. Ooh, let's do it.
Ooh, yeah.
I think that might be my choice. That's my vote
Yeah.
so far out of what we've seen. Because you don't want to buy something graded. Because you're hitting the cap. It's already at its value.
That's
Unless
true.
you
I
crack.
totally agree. Look at that. We have a red
I think
and
I like the
yellow.
other one better.
I do too. Color
Yeah.
match.
Yeah.
Much better.
As someone watching right now is going and buying all of them, and then they're jacking up the prices. We don't even notice it.
What about that one though?
Yeah, that's the green and yellow. Yeah, that's the one. I like that one.
Oh, that's a sharp one.
We looked at that one and we looked at this one.
Well,
Yep.
what's a different level? Is it is one like a field, one like a
I think
concourse or
this
whatever?
one is this a premier?
It says
level?
it says premier level on that one. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know the rankings.
like which is more rare? Is that what you're
Right.
saying, Joe? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the other one's the base level, yeah. And this is premier. So no, that's concourse. Anybody giving us any tips here? Nobody's letting us know what to do. A Jean-Luc Picard CCG game instead. Joe would be all about that.
I would be. All right, EP, I've got a field study IPA from Trogs.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go get a beer. I'll be right back.
All right, go get a beer.
Okay.
Or a lager. Ooh, I'm a little
I know.
nervous. I'm not a lager guy. I think this might be skunk too. Oh my god, I love the deep V-neck on that first card. Does everyone think I could pull off that look? I have all of these cards, by the way.
Oh, they don't call them CCG. Like again,
Yeah.
ComC.
ComC
Oh,
really needs
where'd
to fix
everything
their
go
stuff.
there? Oh God, I'm going the wrong direction.
All right, let's put a pin in
Like,
this. Let's.
They should be able. Your search needs to be smart enough to know that if I'm typing in CCG, it means customizable card game. Like, come on.
Yeah.
70 cents for that one.
That's from a great episode, by the way. That's the one where he dies and Q shows him what his life would be like if he had not risked it. EP, I've got a lager here.
Okay.
This is Low Country Lager from South Carolina. I'm nervous. It might be skunk.
First edition.
I'm gonna take a gander at it.
One is 45, one is 20, one is 825.
I would go with the 825.
Yeah. Well, how bad is the back on the 825 one? Like, is it all like chewed up, all super played?
Doesn't look that bad.
No.
I mean, as far as you can tell on these pictures.
Right.
Ooh, that's not bad. Okay, I'll keep drinking this one.
That doesn't look bad.
That looks pretty good. I got a Dogfish Head Slightly Mighty IPA.
All right, there we go.
Like it's lightly played. Looks like it has a little on the white border.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Let's decide quickly because I think this is probably getting boring for people.
I was going to say, put a pin in it. Let's think about it. Let's get to the comments and
We
then
can
come
come back to that. Yeah, absolutely. We can definitely do that.
We'll see what the kids think.
Start catching up on these comments that we have here.
Okay, got that one.
Mike could reimburse. Oh, no. Never.
I like that. That sounds great.
We'll
been
put
trying
on
to
the
get him to buy
company credit
hoodies for months.
I'm not buying hoodies. I'm not
You
doing
had me at Star Trek. Yes, my man. Okay, I have a question for Seatown Funk. 2 questions since you brought up Star Trek. One, do you watch Lower Decks? And do you like Strange New Worlds? I want to hear your opinion. I think Strange New Worlds is the greatest Star Trek show since The Next Generation. Picard season 3 is a Next Generation, like additional season, but Strange New Worlds is amazing. Cheers, Ziggy.
Ziggy, are you still here?
Yeah, hey.
Are you still here, Zig?
Cheers.
We're a little behind on the comments, so. Did you guys see this?
Oh man.
Oh man.
Talk about comp busting.
Oh.
I was just gonna say, EP, dude's comp busting like a mother.
That is not my card, and I feel like somebody just kicked me right.
Yeah, I know. It really hurts.
What do they go for? You guys are baseball guys.
Like $100 or something.
Yeah, probably
over 50. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, that hurts.
Woof. Scott, that's why Mike sent you a slab stand.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great guy.
Scott doing the work.
He is killing it.
Calling up people. Hey, just turn on YouTube, put it on this channel, just let it play. You don't need to watch it. Just let it play.
We're up to 21, by the way.
Wow. Don't say it. They'll go back to the Barbie recap. I would love to hear your strategy on ComC. I always go to on sale first and then most recent sales to see the first batch of cards.
Does he mean buying or selling?
I think buying.
I think probably buying to sell, probably.
Yeah. I don't do any of that. I use ComC to complete sets. I sell sets on eBay. I actually do pretty well selling sets on eBay, thankfully. But that's what I use them for. And I'll go like once every few months. I'll like fill up my cart and then just buy whatever I need to finish the sets I've been building to sell. So I don't do enough of the buying, selling, like buying to sell on ComC.
When I use it, I do, like, you can see it behind me. Like, I'm like semi-organized chaos in pretty much everything I do. So if I get an idea,
well, you got one of those things, right? It is chaos.
Just take one of those words out of there.
Right.
So like I'll get a player in my head, like a player that I want to get some, like I think it was last year, even I bought a bunch of Sam Howell cards, and now with a little bit of buzz around him this year, so I have to have them listed, like usually like low end ish cards, and then I put them up a little bit from there. So that's how I
heard on Sports Card Radio that low end is the way to go. I didn't know if people knew this.
Oh, really?
Don't you love when you see shit like that on big channels and you're like what we do, like what we talk about all the time, like cool. I don't know. 90s chrome refractors just hit you different. Like when you see stuff like that on bigger channels and you're like, come on, dude, really?
Yeah.
It's just very frustrating.
They come to our playground and they take the coolest toys and they go back to their channel and like, look at the toy I got.
And the people
we've been playing with that for the last 30 years.
Right. The people that only watch their shit are like,
wow. Yeah.
90s inserts are awesome.
That's why the people that watch us are way cooler than the people that watch that crap. Come on.
Yep.
Like, keep it real.
Definitely.
The dog just farted.
Oh no!
Oh, the whole room smells so bad. The one thing I forgot about letting her lay in the bed in here. Yeah, she's a bulldog, and whoo, yeah, wow.
Oh, woof.
We are not getting it. There are no Patriots players to get. Like, come on. Nobody collects
here's
Patriots.
a Tom Brady Bowman Chrome.
Where'd you get that?
I don't know. I lost a lot of money on it though. It's definitely low. I did buy it cheaper when it was higher. Oh, woof.
Too soon.
Hey,
too soon. We haven't even talked about it yet.
Yeah, we're talking about that tomorrow a little bit. So
which will be
save
Monday
it for the pod. Yes, which will be Monday for you guys. Hashtag save it for the pod.
Yeah.
This is not a bad idea.
I have one.
Yeah, I think I
that's
gave
a
you one,
thing.
didn't I? Yeah.
You gave me one. I still have it. I almost sent it PSA as a joke. Maybe I'll send it to SGC as a joke. It would look better in the tux. Joe Day, Upper Deck. Paul, I don't know if you knew this, but there is actually a Joe Day hockey card from Upper Deck.
I think he does. That's why he said
buy it. I thought maybe he was just randomly saying that, but yes.
That would be a pretty
That'd be hilariously random. But yeah.
That'd be like a pro athlete pulling their own autograph out of a break on a YouTube video, right?
Would never happen.
A whaler.
Never happen. Was
he a whaler?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I need to look for more of this.
I also like Sebastian Joseph Day.
You know what his jersey number is?
69.
Oh no.
Yeah, it is. I had so many people who say you need to buy a Sebastian Joseph Day jersey, and because it says Joseph Day across the back, and it's number 69. I mean, it is kind of like a.
The numbers don't lie. Yeah, we did pick up viewers. We're up to 22 when we started looking at those cards. So maybe,
I still have not started Strange New Worlds. That's actually I do want to watch that. So,
you're a DS9 guy. DS9 took like 2 seasons to really get going, but I did like it towards the end with the Dominion War. But I grew up with the Enterprise. I grew up with TNG. So that's me. Look at Mike. He's out. It's like when EP and Mike start talking about baseball, and I just turn the lights off. But Strange New Worlds is phenomenal. I even like the musical episode, and I hate musicals. So yeah, it's EP. If you are going to watch any Star Trek, I would recommend. Discovery is a shit show. Don't watch that. Strange New Worlds is awesome.
See, I'm not a huge fan of the like really any of the TV shows. I've not really watched any of them. I watched the original. But
if you watch the original, then Strange New Worlds is a great. We're not talking about James Bond, Mike. Just settle down.
But
so what's your favorite James Bond EP?
Oh my god.
It's
put me back where I belong. One last point on this.
It's Casino Royale.
If you watch the original series, definitely Strange New Worlds is a good choice to jump into.
And I really liked the remake of 2009 Star Trek and that trio.
That series went down after the remake, by the way. The
next two.
Okay, I want to point out the fact that we had 22 viewers and now we have 20. So the Star Trek thing has not been confirmed.
No, it's because you made such a big deal about it. You took off the thing and you didn't interact. People were wanting your opinions.
No, they don't. Scott, if you were in this room when she did it, you would not be laughing.
So the 8 questions thing, let me just get this point out about the dog fart. The 8 questions thing, the 8 questions, when we started coming up with ideas, I had watched the Colbert Report and he did the Colbert questionnaire, right? One of the questions is, what's the best smell? And then what's the worst smell? Those are 2 of the questions. The worst smell, in my opinion, and I think everyone who has a dog can back me up, when they need their anal glands expressed, is literally the worst smell in the world.
Man, that is bad.
It is so bad. I will take a fart over an anal gland expression any day of the week.
Because that doesn't go away.
It does not go away. And it ends up on the furniture. It's so bad.
But since we're on a live stream here and like nobody will watch that is on this, that wrestling card, for people watching this video on Twitter, a bunch of people that collect wrestling cards got together and did a card set of themselves. and have been trading them back and forth, signing them. They put their own
I don't know what's
autographs
so weird
in it.
about that. I don't know what is that weird about that. This, by the way,
I will never be part of that set. Like never. Like I hold myself back from making fun of it. But
for those of you who don't know, since Mike is too nice of a person to make fun of it on our show, that's why I did this. Because that card set was so ridiculous. I'm like, I'm going to make fun of it and do this. So this is a direct shot at those people who made a card set of themselves. Here it is. This is it. I have those sunglasses. Should I go get them?
You need to get like a fake sticker to go over top of like where the thing is to make it look like it's not legit, like sealed card.
Oh yeah,
that's a good idea. Or get like stickers to autograph, but like go off the stickers and make it a sticker on it instead of a card.
See, Paul knew about it. I knew he did. Yeah.
Before
one note, what? Go ahead. Okay.
I was gonna say, to go back to the smells. Like, I think we can all agree that one of the contenders for best smell would be a brand new opened can of tennis balls, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's up there.
That's a good
racquetballs too.
Oh,
don't sleep on racquetballs.
Different smell, but it's a good
still
smell.
very good. Yeah.
All right.
Hold on.
Does he have a thing of
just
random
racquetballs in his office?
I don't.
Oh,
but what I do have.
Oh, I know what he has.
Clear Ultra. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
yeah. Yep.
That's the king smell right there. Take a whiff of that gloss.
Wow.
Mike's high as a kite right now. Him and
If you
C-Town.
don't know what this smells like, which, by the way,
you ain't lived yet.
Neo or somebody will have. Did you guys ever smell 92 Ultra baseball? Coming up soon. But yeah. Oh my God, these are the best selling cards ever made. It has to be the original Series 1 92 baseball.
Mm-hmm.
By the way,
there's
another
probably
great
something
smell.
like carcinogenic or whatever in that.
Oh, there
paint,
totally
right? There's something like that they don't use anymore. That's why the cars don't smell like that anymore.
Mike the cleaner will back me up on this. Another great smell: opening up a toy. The smell of the toy when you first open it up out of the that's another really good one too.
I bought some $1 cards at a flea market today, and the guy threw in a 1994 finest refractor Phil Simms.
Nice.
Very nice. Yes.
That's right up EP's alley. With
yeah.
Phil Simms.
Yeah.
I was actually watching some 94 finest Barry Sanders refractors. I need to get a Barry Sanders refractor. Yeah. I need to get like a refractor of him. I just do.
Yeah.
One of the 90s. I really want like a 97, 98-ish tops chrome refractor. But
what was the Dan Marino you gave me, a refractor that had that really jacked up corner? You said you want this. I can't sell it. Was that 97? It was a really cool. Yeah. I mean, 99 is my favorite design just because of the nostalgia factor. But I think it was either 96 or 97 is just the nicest looking.
I think I have one of the Stadium Club Chrome preview refractors or Bowman Chrome refractor previews of Barry Sanders. I might have one of those. I think.
I don't see Town. I don't. Is that an online game? I used to play this thing back in the early 2000s. It was a game you actually had to put a DVD-ROM in your laptop.
Ooh, nice hit, Mike.
It was you could create your own starship. I forget what it was called. I think it was called Star Trek Starships or something like that, and you created your own starship. But no, I do not.
You have to manage your crew and stuff for that? Was that one of those kind of games?
Yeah, it was. You could pick your captain and all this stuff. It was very cool.
That's cool.
I'm not sure.
My man.
I don't.
Yes, the fart talk is driving the viewers away.
It's a fart talk.
Then Star Trek's bringing him back. It's the push and the pull.
It's a big push and pull between Star Trek and fart talk. How has this evolved?
This is timely.
No one will be here for the next stream.
878's a big number. Everyone knows that. They will be
Yeah.
here for that.
Yeah, the big 878.
The big
Way bigger than
878.
742. Way bigger than 742.
Way bigger.
Oh,
Like
God.
literally. That's true. That we did bring that up too.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did.
This is practically, this is practically a Patreon, but like one of our like.
This is
not
guys.
recorded.
This is what we talk about. This is literally the hour before we start recording on Sundays, and the hour after. This is it right here.
Yeah. We have some. Good ones.
toy.
Oh yeah, that's great.
I think I've actually caught up with all the comments finally, so now we can look at a card again.
All right, let's go back to it.
Do they have any Judi Dench autos on Comsi from James Bond, the James Bond franchise? Yeah,
I guarantee you those are through the roof.
Probably. But...
There we go. All right. How do you spell her last name?
Densch. I think.
I don't think so.
Nope.
Maybe not.
Maybe no S. No S.
I don't think there's a C.
No, there's definitely. Yeah.
What?
No autos. Okay. Oh well.
Wow. That is an odd card to want to buy. Yeah.
No, not if you're a fan of the James Bond franchise.
I was talking.
You want to talk about odd cards to buy? Put refractor in there. Don't. Come on.
I have like all this stuff though. So
there's a Skyfall autograph on eBay EP 2019.
Yeah, it's probably out through the roof though, right?
$65.
Oh, really?
There's a dual.
Okay, what are we looking for?
Rittenhouse.
Okay.
Of her and Daniel Craig.
Oh wow, that's probably
that was
off the charts. Yeah,
that's $750. Yeah. There's your Paul Heyman.
Are there any of your Barry Sanders refractors on here, Mike?
What's that?
Are there any of your Barry Sanders refractors on ComC?
Maybe. The Mystery Finest refractors are really nice too.
Mm-hmm.
The Bowman Chrome refractors.
98 Bowman Chrome refractors.
Yeah.
Bowman Chrome doesn't sell for as much as Topps Chrome, though. I noticed. So,
right. Yeah.
I mean, they're beautiful. Like even like the previews, like those cards are so nice.
They just hit different.
They hit different. Yes, they actually do. Oh yeah.
Is 95 top.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's a great set. I love that set.
Yeah.
Man, that is a
95.
beautiful card.
Yeah.
I'm not going to buy one graded, but
no. Yeah.
Okay. Here's a question for everybody.
I love those stadium clubs, by the way. I have the Bam, Morris, Emmett Smith one.
Say you buy this card, right? You buy it raw.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to grade it. Do you peel it to grade it?
I do.
Since it's a refractor.
I think they grade the refractor surface like they would grade a card, and the refractor surfaces don't generally look as good. Or I'm sorry, the peel surface, doesn't generally hold up. So I probably, if I was going to grade it, I probably would peel it.
Because I was thinking about that. Like
you might be able to peel that and it jumps it to a 10 if everything else looks good, right?
But like, I'm just not sure I want my cards slabbed with the peel on it when it's a refractor, you know?
Right. I want to see that card. I want to see
they do. Like anybody, I don't know if Neo's told anybody this or not, but the ones that have peels on them, like if you peel them, they actually look way nicer with the peel on them.
Way nicer.
Yeah.
So
I know you're not a huge fan of his reveals and things like that, but Carlson cards, EP, I know you and I watch him. Yep. He peels his refractor peels. He's like a big 90s guy too. And they just look so much better. But that goes back to what I said the last couple of pods about, I wonder what a card that is in a PSA slab that's a chromium card with a chromium surface is going to look like in 20 years. Like, you've got to
Just
think
a tiny little bit of moving around.
plastic
Yeah.
is scratching it, that it's not going to. That's the one thing, and I know people hate it, and I know C-Town definitely hates BGS, but I really, you know, I like that they have
that should be
in a nutshell.
That should be the title of the show.
That's the title. Change the title, Mike, quick.
Yeah, I can redo the title.
Yeah,
when,
for
after
people who watch the
we're done,
replay.
yeah.
We would get way different viewers then.
Well,
Way different viewers.
The 92 pack was really bad, but we had
Get the Frank. I mean,
Hall of Famer,
Hall of
Earl
Famer.
Baines. He doesn't belong in the Hall of Fame. Terry Mulholland.
Ah.
Mike Sharperson. Paul O'Neill.
Paul O'Neill, that's one of EP's guys, right?
Yep.
Greg Olson. Two Sport Star. Not the same guy.
Not that Greg
Not
Olson.
the same guy. Jeff Russell. We got Greg Briley trying to make you think you pulled a Ken Griffey Jr. card.
Oh, yeah, right? That's like the LaMelo Ball thing.
Roberto Alomar.
Another Hall of Famer.
That's $1, right? In a stack set.
Yeah.
Paul Ossenmacher.
Not a Hall of Famer.
Isn't it?
I mean, his name is a Hall of Famer.
Al Osuna. I knew how to say it too. So Daryl Boston.
Not Daryl Strawberry.
Nolan Ryan checklist.
Ooh.
That's $1 card.
Dave Valley. And then the Frank Thomas. So
What would you put that in a stack sale for, Mike?
Frank Thomas?
Yeah.
Probably only get 50 cents for that one.
Oh, really?
It's a pretty common card.
So do you was there any bricking in that pack, or was it pretty
No,
good?
none of the packs I have are bricked at all. I got
That's awesome.
a box of both series, and both of them are. I think I might have got 2 boxes of each, and they were all good.
All right, boys, I'm going to ask you a question.
Okay.
What is your favorite sports movie all time? You can only watch one for the rest of your life. Comment your answers, everyone watching. Favorite sports movie. Comedy, drama, does not matter. Favorite sports movie of all time. I got mine.
Why do you do this, Joe?
I'll give you mine while you guys are thinking. And
Yours is probably the same as mine, actually. Go ahead.
I don't know. Mine's Moneyball. And I might say that Moneyball is one of my top 5 favorite movies of all time, not even sports movies. It's just so good. Brad Pitt, Jonah Hill. I know Jonah Hill's, I guess, kind of canceled now. But yeah, it's just fantastic. I love it.
Evie.
Yeah, I mean as much as I love my sports comedies, it's probably I've watched so many clips of Moneyball like on YouTube, like if I'm at work and I'm waiting for something to get done, like I'll just watch one of the clips, like one of the 2-minute clips or whatever.
The trade scene is me playing fantasy football, like him
making the call,
like,
get so and so on the line,
all
like
the calls,
yep,
and then Jonah Hill in the background going, like that's me doing fantasy football trades. It's just such a great movie. Mike, where are you at? Is it basketball?
Yeah, I think it is.
Is it?
I was trying to decide, but I love that movie. Like,
I haven't seen it in so long. I need to see it again.
I haven't either. Like, I don't know why I don't own it. Like, that's one I should just have like on Apple
on
Movies
like Amazon
or something.
or Apple, yeah.
Just something where I can log into a streaming device and watch it anywhere. Yeah. I love that movie. It's so funny, and like I love the commentary, like the big picture commentary on sports and athletes
all their
in
stuff
general.
is big
Like,
picture
yeah,
commentary. Everything
so
they do, yeah.
I feel like I quote Dodgeball more than most movies.
Oh yeah,
I love Dodgeball. I quote that a lot, but I would probably pick Moneyball. I think
nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Has been said in my household here, like probably daily by somebody for like the last 20 years. Yeah.
I read about it in a book.
I almost said Jerry Stiller. Ben Stiller is phenomenal in that.
Oh, Jerry Stiller also phenomenal, but he's not in that movie. But yeah.
Scott is peeling.
Yep,
he's peeling.
Bargain Boxer is never peeling.
Death match.
Because
we have the fact. We have the
Alder's the card. I don't know that Alder's the card.
Interesting. That's an interesting take, though. But
it says peel here. Like you're
It
supposed
tells
to
you to
peel
do it. It tells you to do it.
Yeah.
Like they're telling you to do it, you have to do it, right?
I mean, he touched his piece.
Once you
touch your
you
piece,
got to use
it. You got to use it. That was a line that we said in the shop
forever. Yes, that's a oldie but a goodie.
Like 90
I know,
cents or
right?
yuck.
Yeah, exactly.
By the way, I was talking with Mike on Twitter a little bit about Heat, possibly another. Oh, it's definitely a Mount Rushmore movie, possibly my number one most rewatchable movie. I love that movie. You guys, EP, you've seen it, right? Heat.
Nope, never seen it.
Wow, Mike, have you seen it? Like, I don't know if it's your vibe. EP, I think it would be. It's like a bank robber movie.
It's kind of on the list that I kind of want to see.
You gotta take some time and watch that movie. The odd sports card investor, and no, it'll be Neo. It won't be sports card investor.
It'll be Neo.
It'll be Northeast Ohio Cards and Comics. He'll figure out Pacific was a thing back in the 90s.
We joke. I'm sure it's just a random occurrence, but like we've had a lot of times where we talked about stuff and then all of a sudden, like a week or two later, he had a video about it. Now I know our bubble is really small. It is mostly just because, but like it was just because it was constantly happening.
There was one that was like really specific though. I forget exactly what it was, but it was like saying a lot of the same points that we had only seen us make. And I'm like, sure, someone else could have thought of those too. But when no one else in that sphere had said those, that's when it was like, something's going on here. Like, it really felt that way. It's probably just a coincidence, whatever.
Didn't he walk right by us at the National last year?
He did.
Had no idea.
But you know who came up and said hi to us? Our man, Dustin. I mean, say what you will. And Ziggy and him are frenemies. I don't know if Ziggy's still on, but like I dig Dustin. I think he's a fun guy. He's a good hang. He's a collector. Whatever anyone else wants to tell you, he is a real collector. Just watch his Stranger Things videos.
I really love that because he totally nerds out.
Yep. He totally does nerd out.
No, he's like a nerd.
Right, he's one like for them, one for me, kind of thing. Right.
Yeah, all of us collectors have that gene, like, and it just like, and it comes out with certain things or whatever. And you can definitely see
when you're in our tribe, like when you come out with the rest of us, you kind of nerd out too, and that's
right.
Like I think that's why he likes cards. He can be his true self and just nerd out with the rest of us.
Yep.
Cheers.
Yep. Cheers.
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 Sal Doogie's House of Cards. I love it. Mm-hmm. Much better than Mike's retro trading cards, but you know, what are you gonna do?
Well, when we were coming up with names for the channel, we tried to push Mike's Upper Deck.
That is a quandary.
We did.
We were really, really trying to push Mike's Upper Deck.
The name of my shop was originally Mike's Upper Deck, and
not after the cards.
Not after the cards. Like Upper Deck. I mean,
Upper Deck home run.
The card company had only been around for like a year when I opened. Like Upper Deck is a sports term. Like you hit an upper deck home run. Like so, I believe at the time when I opened my shop, like if there would have been any legal issue, it was a lot easier to claim that it's a generic sports term that they didn't have. Although they probably had a trademark on it or something. But still, I was a little card shop in Danville, Pennsylvania. Who cares? But yeah, but I don't think now and being online that it was a good idea to call myself.
Yeah. So. And we got it. We understood. I mean, and I like our name because it really hits what we're about. But it was the nostalgia thing for, I think, the three of us. It was like, that's where we all met. That's where we all hung out. That's where we ate cheesesteaks that almost gave us all fucking heart attacks, you know, like
might still,
they might still, but so we really wanted to go with that. Peeled cards look better peeling.
And you know, we're like, if you're looking at 90s cards or early 2000s, call them retro. Well, this is the term we want for those cards. 1990s especially.
Yep. You got the pre-war,
you got vintage, you got modern. Call them retro.
And we even talked about this during one of our podcasts. I said this is a moment in time, like what the 90s stuff technically are vintage, or you know, if you look at the antique 25-year thing or whatever. No, vintage is vintage. This needs a time. This needs to be said for now, and I think retro is a great way to look at it.
I'm out. I was so in for Allen Ginter this year. Now I'm out.
Could you imagine if they had scratch and sniff cards? Remember those?
Yeah, I was
Scratch and
just
sniff
going to
anal
say
gland.
that. Yeah.
Or
Bring
something,
back scratch and
something like
sniff.
this one.
Scratch and sniff anal.
Yeah. This one has like sea monkeys inside of it. Like if they had something like in the little pocket.
Like
I have
anal gland secretions in the card.
We just
So I have a small. I have
everybody
one
watching.
small dog. Everyone.
Just
I'm out. Yep.
I have one small dog. Mike has 4 huge dogs. I have one small dog. So I'll take her out. I think it was a Super Bowl. I had friends over. And I took Bailey out to do her business. I brought her in and she was kind of rubbing her butt on the carpet. And I picked her up and I sniffed because I would have to do some expression. And all my friends watching the Super Bowl will turn and look and go, what the fuck just happened here? I go, you will thank me. If she smells and I have to do what I have to do, you will thank me that she's just not jumping up on you and just saying, bloop, here you go, bloop, here you go. Because she would. You know that, Mike. They just will.
Yeah, they do.
And they were like all taken aback by it. And I'm like, I did it for you. I did it for all of
All
us.
right, back to the movie question. We got Major League.
Yeah,
Major League.
Good, very rewatchable.
Very quotable.
Very
as well.
rewatchable. Just strike this fucker out. Great
Dreams
line. Corbin
definitely
Burns
Dreams is really great. That's
that's definitely a sport. Yeah, that definitely counts.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, New York, like Mighty Ducks.
I've never seen Mighty Ducks.
The first one's really good.
I should watch it, but I've never seen it.
Yeah,
New York, Mike. Really have you watched the Disney Mighty Ducks series? Is
Emilio in that?
I think he
is. Yeah, he's the coach they bring back. Yeah.
We are not going to put up with these shenanigans.
C-Town, I love it. I was going to say the DS9 episode where they play baseball on the holodeck, but hey, that's just me. That's just me, C-Town.
Hoosiers. I have not seen that movie in like a long.
It's been a long time for me too.
Yeah, Gene Hackman's phenomenal in that.
Field of Dreams or For the Love of the Game?
I don't think I've seen For the Love of the Game.
Don't think I have either. Actually.
I might have seen that when it.
What's the one where the Rock's a football coach? It's actually not terrible. It was like his early years where he was acting. Yeah. Major League, yeah.
Major League's just
here's a good one.
Awesome.
Oh yeah.
Talking about movies
like pretty. It's so pretty.
Yeah. We going to Sizzler. We going Sizzler. They remade that. No, I refuse to watch it. I absolutely refuse to watch that. The original is untouchable. It's so good.
Oh man, Leave the Run is really great. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's really good. Yeah,
I know a lot of people
he must have been one of the 5 people that watched EP's video on
Salty Ferguson.
Yeah.
Sorry, EP.
That's right.
Rounders is really good.
I've never seen it. I haven't seen it.
I strongly would recommend it. EP. That's your type of movie. Mm-hmm. Matt Damon's awesome in it, but he's not as good as Edward
Norton. Yeah,
I mean he's phenomenal, and that is Worm. Favorite
movie of all time. Oh my gosh.
So for me, it's down to 2: Heat, which is phenomenal. A Few Good Men. I can do the whole courtroom scene by myself right now if you wanted me to.
No.
You don't want me to.
No,
we'll lose all those viewers we gained from the
we definitely will.
A Few Good Men is just such a great movie.
Ooh, I've never seen Invincible, but that is a good story. I need to see that movie.
It's good. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Wahlberg's pretty good in it. Silver Lining Playbook it's not like super sportsy movie, but it's based on it's in Philadelphia. It's a big Eagles movie. It's pretty good.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it literally tells you to do it right there.
Cards are not the boss of me, but I peeled my my Dirk Nowitzki finest rookie card, and I am absolutely certain that I got at least a 1 better grade than it did.
You have to know how to do it. You can't just go in all willy-nilly trying to pick the corner off. Like you need to finesse it and be careful when you take it off, especially getting it started there.
Because the surface will improve. The edge may
you peeled half the card before you realized you were peeling the front of the card off into the field. Yes.
So what's your favorite movie, boys?
Oh, I've been thinking about it. Like
boy.
at one point, it would have been The Matrix, but I feel like it is
Hmm.
changed. Like I really enjoyed The Matrix, but I think it's
Yeah, I did
changed.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
I
were
was
so
gonna say
disappointed.
that,
We
but I
still went
don't
to see
know.
them, but
Yeah. I don't hate the second and third ones, but they didn't live
fine.
up to the hype. Yeah, they didn't live
The
up
last
like
one was okay. The
Mhm.
one they just did on Max was
The Lord of
It
the
was-
Rings movies are so good too.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
I don't know how you count those. Are all 3-1 maybe?
Mhm.
Like,
And I feel like, have you guys rewatched that?
the Battle of Helm's Deep is phenomenal. It's
I know.
so good.
yeah.
I think
It's
I
so
retweeted or I tweeted this like maybe sometime last year. Like it almost feels like Peter Jackson kind of made like a deal with the devil or something, because that movie still holds up so well
Mhm.
in so many facets.
Well, just
right
like
now,
the book.
like
the book
that's true.
has
Yeah.
been around and been popular for how long now?
Did you guys
And that's
watch?
still popular.
Did you guys watch the Hobbit stuff? I
Mhm.
didn't.
The Hobbit
I
movies.
did.
I watched them.
They were
They
good.
were okay. Yeah.
I like Martin
They-
Freeman, so I probably would
Yeah.
enjoy him.
Like they had to follow the 3 Lord of the Rings movies, which like if you were a fan of that,
It's kind of like True Detective, right? If they would have come out with
Right.
True Detective season
Yeah.
2 first,
Right.
Yeah.
people wouldn't hate it as much. It had to follow
Right.
season 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why does Ziggy hate Dustin?
Hate
I don't
is a
think
strong
he
word.
hates him.
Yeah,
No, I
I
don't
don't
think
think
he
does.
I
There's no
don't think
hate.
he hates him.
Yeah.
I think
Yep.
he wishes he would do better. Whatever you define that as, with Ziggy, whatever he defines that as, I think he wants Dustin to do better than he is for the hobby. But we disagree on that. Ziggy and I have talked about it. He's been on our pod a couple of times. I don't the things that bother Ziggy about Dustin, or the things that bother Ziggy about Dustin, they don't bother me. So it's tough for me to like kind of internalize that, if that makes sense.
They're not going to get into a fist fight on the street if they see each other. Like
Right.
that's not even close to what it is. Like it's just I think it's
Yeah.
almost
But
like a rivalry, like a friendly kind of
difference
rivalry
of
kind of thing.
opinion on like content creation and what it means and where the responsibilities start or end. And like I don't know that either of them are right or wrong. It's just they have a different opinion. Like, and I'm fine with that. Like I respect the opinions of both those guys, and I enjoy talking with both of those guys. And
Yep.
you know, I don't have as strong of opinion on what a YouTube channel needs to be. Like, just be real is really the only thing I think. Although maybe some people don't think Dustin is real because people have said he's not a collector, and because he monetizes his channel a little more, like people are gonna look at you maybe a little more closely, or people who don't like that aren't gonna like you for it. So like I think Dustin realizes that too. So what, like, he's okay.
And Dustin said to us, and he said it on the channel too, I mean, like, no one's ever going to love everyone. Like, that's just, we're in a world where
hate us.
right. A lot of people hate us. They called us Three Stooges on Dustin's channel, ironically.
Absolutely,
I mean, which, by the way, badge of honor.
Can you imagine how crappy the world would be if everybody just agreed on literally everything and everybody got along about everything? Like,
there's certain things I wish they would.
Well, of course, definitely. But like,
yeah, I mean, we were talking, joking around with C-Town about
Punk
BGS.
podcast,
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is.
Thoughts on JD from New York landing a job as AEW lead writer? I didn't even hear that, actually. That's a big Twitter like wrestling account, I think. JD from New York. So really?
I'm familiar.
I'm sure you are.
I remember trying.
I don't know, but what I do know is Tony Khan needs help. Like, he can't. Like, they have way too many hours of show for one person to be fantasy booking all of it. Like, no, no, they should.
Bro, by the way, you called me bro in a tweet the one time, and I was trying to find a Vince Russo saying bro. Like, I just couldn't do it. Every time I hear bro, I think Vince Russo.
Scott can't get away from the anal gland.
Yep. Scott, and you smell anything, and you're like, is that anal gland smell? Is that anal gland smell?
It was okay, but not nostalgia like the original MD movie or Sandlot. I'm not sure which one was he talking about. I don't know which
Yeah.
one you're talking about. Come on, Mike. We're old. We don't remember what we said 5
way
years
old.
ago.
I didn't see The Sandlot until like 2 years ago. I mean, I thought it was good. Like other people were like quoting it all the time and stuff. And Molly's Game better than Rounders, huh?
Molly's Game is really, really good.
Is it?
I'm a sucker for Aaron Sorkin. I
Mhm.
love Aaron Sorkin writing. So yeah, Molly's Game is really, really good.
Oh, Mighty Ducks.
Oh, okay.
Mighty Ducks,
The
yeah,
Mighty.
yeah.
I asked him about
MD. Okay.
the series. Okay.
Rounders is a more fun movie. Molly's Game is more like it's a drama. Like Rounders, it's like, yeah, come on, let's do this. Let's go try and cheat these cops at their home game. Like that's just a fun kind of time. Let's try and screw over some tourists. Like Molly's Game is legit.
Who's in Molly's Game? Who are the? Yeah, I've never
Jesse
heard of it.
Eisenberg is not Jesse Eisenberg. Michael Cera plays.
Same difference, right? I mean,
yeah, they're practically the same thing, but he plays like the big fish in it.
Main, okay.
Cards also tell you to rip them for a nice mini surprise card. It never ends better than the original. The cards ain't Cracker Jack prizes unless you're Huey. I don't know.
I think I know who he means when he says Huey.
Huey? Never heard of Huey. I never heard anybody named Huey in my whole life.
Oh my God, too funny.
Oh man, wow, something. These people, you guys are as weird as we are. No wonder you watch us.
Cheers to being
cheers
weird.
to that. Holy cow.
Yeah.
I'm almost 2 beers in, by the way.
Are you gonna have a
New
third,
record.
Mike? Is the question.
I don't know. It's like getting pretty late. I think I have to go to bed soon, right?
We'll stay until 11, kids. Yeah, Jessica Chastain. That is, she's Molly in Molly's Game. I think is Idris Elba in that? Is he the FBI agent? I think he might be. But yeah, it's a really good movie. Speaking of Idris Elba, you should watch Luther EP. That's your.
I saw like a commercial for that one time. I was like, oh, that looks pretty good. Like it's he plays like the Kiefer, like the 24, like the special agent type of character, right? Like
yeah, it's like a James Bond, but not kind of thing. It's like his version. Seatown Funk is right. Yes, Tobey Maguire. I couldn't think of who so Tobey Maguire. That's kind of based on a true story, and Michael Cera plays the big fish, which was Tobey Maguire, and you can read a whole thing about Tobey Maguire setting up these like fucking super illegal poker games.
Oh,
yeah, like it's pretty intense, but yeah, that's a good movie. It's a different vibe than Rounders for sure.
By the way,
Spider-Man money.
Big Fish is also a great movie.
Oh, we went to the theater. I think we all cried.
Yeah.
Like we were.
I don't know if I've ever seen
it. It was shortly after my dad passed away too. So it
was.
like hit me like
that was
right
a Monday night movie group movie, wasn't
such
it?
a good movie. Such a good movie.
When he's carrying his dad to the tree, every time gets me right here. Yeah. But that was right after your dad had passed away, yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, God, it's got to be the Attitude Era. Like, I love that late '90s stuff. With just,
I loved it. I loved it not just for the craziness, but for hanging out and watching it. Like the Hulk Hogan era, which I love too. I watched by myself. Like I sat and watched Saturday night, on my couch at home. The Attitude Era, it was awesome, but I was watching it in Mike's basement.
Yeah,
there was like 10 of us there.
Let me explain that. I didn't have Joe tied up in the basement or anything. Forcibly.
We did professional wrestle in the basement a little bit.
In the basement of my house at the time, I used to get the pay-per-view and we'd have a pay-per-view party. So like it was a excuse for all of us to get together. We'd watch the wrestling pay-per-view and then we would play like video games all together for like 5-6 hours after the pay-per-view. So it was a great time in life. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, that's why Joe was in the basement.
That's why I was in the basement. Sorry. Yeah, it's Mike's basement. Yeah.
Mike wasn't keeping him in the basement. Yeah.
I needed a little clarity on that. Yes.
I'm going to go break the seal. I'll be right back.
All right. Jeez. Yeah. Like
he could just remove himself from this. Oh, any controversial takes on recent hobby news? Well, we're not controversial. We don't ever say anything controversial. I don't think. I mean,
not typically. We just state the facts and our opinions about those facts. We don't.
Hey, since Joe's not here, let me tell everybody I was actually interviewed this week. Can you believe that? Like, let me share this. This is like crazy. I don't even know. I was on. Look at that.
Wow.
There I am. Look at me. That's weird. I just moved and I saw myself moving and it wasn't how I was moving and it freaked me out a little bit. How about that though? Like I was interviewed on the Basketball Card Nerd channel. It was actually a really cool interview too. We talked a little bit about, my history in the hobby, how I got involved, a little bit about the shop and those days, a little bit about content creation and how we started doing this, and talked a little bit about chasing cardboard. That's what made me think about it, the controversial takes, because I don't know. The only thing maybe I have controversial about is collecting cardboard. Good. They knew what they were doing. That's all it is. Like whatever. But I don't know. We're not very controversial though.
I mean, I did say F Panini.
That's not
a couple weeks ago. But I mean,
I think a lot of people try to be controversial. We just try to give our opinions. Like you don't have to agree with them. We're not saying they're right, but we give our opinions. We used to always hang out at the card shop and we would have all kinds of conversations, like the stuff we were talking about, movies and stuff like that. These would be normal everyday conversations at the shop. So like we want this channel and the stuff we do to be like you guys coming in and hanging out at the shop and talking about the stuff we talk about. And so I don't know if we're controversial at all about it.
My only question about your interview, Mike, was did you mention us at all? Because you've been big timing us recently. So I'm just curious if like when you talked about the channel and how we started the channel, were you like, I started it totally on my own. Like it was totally me.
I mean,
and
these guys are just
totally.
And these two tag-alongs just decided they would.
There was a lot of I when
it totally was.
Absolutely, yeah.
Don't do a drinking game.
But definitely go check out that video. Like get my views up there. I want to,
Can't do it.
Like there were over 100 views, so I was happy. Like it was just posted a couple days ago. I was worried he was going to post it. They're going to get like 8 views. I'm like, well, nobody wants to listen to me, but I guess people do every week.
I can only either watch that or listen to EP's podcast. I only have time for one. And Rob and I are tight, so I gotta listen to that.
Yeah,
Shawshank.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to argue that. Yeah. We've got another Shawshank there too. So.
Yep.
Scott, are you drinking? I feel like you're drinking. I feel like he's trying to keep up with Joe, and don't try to keep up with Joe. I learned this lesson a long time ago. Although there was a point in my life where I could more than keep up with Joe, but
not more than, but we drank a lot. There was a year period where you and I were drinking a lot.
Yeah. And Joe never stopped.
Never stopped. It's funny. Like I say this all the time. Like I don't drink every day, but when I drink, I drink. Like I think they call that binge drinking, but
no. You're fine. You're perfectly fine.
Yeah, I'm right there with Ryan. He says agree. First wrestling memories are Surfer Sting and Hogan, but Attitude Era had most entertaining. Like, and I'm very nostalgic for the '80s, but like I wasn't even a super huge follow everything that's going on in wrestling in like those '90s, like the Attitude Era. But everything that I did see was like amazing stuff, and I remember wondering what was going on, with Rock and Austin and all that. Right, like it was just a fun time.
And we would go to event. EP, I don't think you ever went with us to an event.
No,
Mike and I, and there was another group of us that would go to. We went to SummerSlam, the one that Austin broke his neck at.
Yeah.
We were at WrestleMania in Philadelphia, where the Big Boss Man got hung. Where I turned Triple H heel. We went to the one in Bethlehem where Big Boss Man drove the Big Show's dad's casket around. Do you remember that one, Mike? Like it was a video, so obviously we didn't see it. But yeah, like we used to go to events a lot back in
I
those
missed
days.
out on WrestleMania tickets, though. Like, I
You were
just
saying they were
decided
like super ridiculously
they
expensive.
are really expensive. I don't know, when it came down to it. I mean, I'm older now. We went to a WrestleMania too, so like it would be cool, and I know I'm gonna have major FOMO when it comes around. But
I will too. I mean, like I was
Yeah.
interested in going for sure, but $500 is
like the problem is Philly is close to me, right?
Yeah.
But like I would still have to stay over. Like I'm feeling like I could have a like tropical vacation somewhere for the amount of money it's gonna cost
Right.
me to go to Philly for WrestleMania. And like I go to Philly all the time for other stuff. So like it doesn't feel like a vacation destination for me. Like it's a place to go. Like I don't know. And maybe
not like the outskirts of Chicago.
Yeah. But maybe like if there's cool stuff going on, maybe go down for a night or something to go to something, maybe.
I'd be game.
I don't know. Maybe if Conrad Thompson has like a live podcast or something for one
Actually,
of his
that
guys
would be
down
pretty
there.
cool. Yeah,
Something like
because
that
you
would
can
be
buy
cool.
tickets for like he'll get a.
I mean, there's
press
all
run.
kind of events and stuff that will be going on around it. So maybe
It's like when people go to the Super Bowl city, but not actually go to the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you watched the whole interview, Scott? Wow, we were talking about my interview there, so I was surprised anybody watched it.
Big time in us, man. Big time.
Imagine though getting like a random DM on Instagram asking if you'd want to do an interview. I'm like, why?
I don't even get interviewed for EP's podcast.
Yeah, I don't know. What song is that playing in the intro? That is an original song that I came up with.
Mike original, yeah.
Yeah. I used to play around with, Apple loops and stuff and was making some electronic kind of music. And when we started the channel, I went through and saw stuff I had. And I'm like, that would probably work for an intro. So I just wanted to stick with it. It's kind of our thing.
That is our thing. That's the intro to our show. The second one is NFL Primetime. If you were curious if that was what that was, that was from the 90s ESPN Primetime show. When we used to do the stuff in the with the pay-per-views and then play video games in the basement afterwards. Sometimes we played Madden, and if we were in a 2-minute like drill, yeah, there it is. It's honest truth. And then,
yeah.
and then we would turn and during the bump, someone else would do that part. Like we would be humming that song the entire time we were doing the 2-minute warning.
Yeah.
So yeah,
fantastic.
God, I'm old. We're all old.
Good people. Who are good people? Us?
I think we
He's
are.
not talking about,
no.
He's definitely not talking about us.
We're Three Stooges.
We spent way too much time talking about dog anal glands to be good people.
It's not a band, man. It's just literally me sitting at a computer. Although I did use
you were in a band, yeah.
Tie-Dye Dinosaur back in the early 90s. In case you want to look them up, you won't find anything about them.
You played
spun
cowbell?
off. They dropped Mike and they spun off to Imagine Dragons. So it's weird how it turned out that way.
Tie-Dye Dinosaur was so much cooler than Imagine Dragons.
Did you play cowbell? What was your instrument?
I was a guitar player, EP.
Oh,
I was the
right,
only guitar player.
That's
Thank
right.
you very much.
I got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
This out-of-tune guitar.
Look, got one right here. And yet our intro has absolutely no guitar in it.
We're still at 17 views.
Why are you
still
people
here?
watching?
Go away. No, I'm just joking. We love you.
Yeah.
Of course. That's your
It's fine. I don't like wait, let me comment real quick. Give me 10 seconds. It would have been better if it wasn't Chekhov and Scotty and it was Dr. McCoy and Spock at the beginning. That's all I'm going to say to that.
Okay.
I think C-Town will agree with me.
No, actually, surprisingly, they did not come up during the interview. I mean,
Again, he's big time in us. He's not even talking about anal glands.
Not.
You know?
I don't think I brought that up tonight either. But yeah,
Right
I think that's all you, Joe. Yeah. Whoa, he is actually drinking.
Cheers.
Wow,
Nice.
first time
Yeah,
in
yeah.
years.
Yep.
Wow, cheers to that.
Cheers.
Oh,
That
that's
was
a
great.
fresh beer I see in that glass. A
Oh,
much
yeah.
better pour.
We are a bad influence.
Yeah, we are a bad
Are
influence.
we breaking some kind of laws by drinking? I don't think so.
I will say this: when I'm back in town next week, might be another growler situation.
We don't need to drink a whole
We gotta
growler,
hit the
Joe.
Rusty Rail.
A growler each. That's
Yeah.
not that much, is it?
It's
The
quite a
Rusty
bit.
Rail. in
Yes, I
Vicksburg,
will bring a
Pennsylvania.
growler from Rusty Rail and have him refill it. That's cheaper that
I
way.
know they don't actually give me free beer, but if you are anywhere in Pennsylvania, if you have
Rusty
a
Rail's
chance to
very
go
good.
to the Rusty Rail in Mifflinburg, do it. It is fantastic. The
Our
beer
boy
is great.
Brent-
The food is great. So
Our boy
good.
Brent was going to take us out to Rusty Rail if we were all in town at the same time.
Why is he not doing it? Come on, Brent.
He went 2 weeks before I was coming in. He wanted to take the three of us out. So
Yes, that was a great time in
yeah.
wrestling. Like I remember watching Raw every Monday night while I recorded Nitro, and literally would Nitro also had a replay, but I like to watch the recording of it because in case anything happened that they edited out, plus I could fast forward through the commercials. But yeah, I'd watch right after.
You were a RVD guy, right? That was your ECW guy, right?
Yeah,
Mike.
Yeah,
I was ashamed. I love the franchise, man. He's a Pittsburgh guy. I absolutely love the franchise. I loved the triple threat. I was a big ECW triple threat guy.
I mean, I feel like if you're watching our content, Scott, you have a pretty good life, actually.
It's pretty fantastic.
So,
all for free.
I mean,
all for free.
I like to think the other people that aren't watching don't have a life because if they did, they would be spending it watching us.
Yeah,
I never thought about that, Joe. They everybody can watch us for free. Like we give them to this for free.
For free.
What are we thinking?
We don't even have sponsors. Not because we don't want them, just because nobody wants to give us money. But
I mean, Whatnot did reach out to us, and we said no.
I promise people we would
down.
never have Whatnot.
We've never we said this from the jump. We'll never have Whatnot, but anyone else, we're here for the taking. I mean,
not anyone like Blake's Breaks. We're probably not gonna. If they wanted to sponsor us, I don't think we would.
Who would be your okay? Here's the question. I love how anal gland is on the screen right now. By the way,
of course.
If you could pick one company to sponsor us, who would your choice be? And Bob, yes, I will hop onto your podcast talk about anal gland expression. Look at Mike; he's like, "Oh shit! Did Hazel express? Did she express, Mike? Is that what you were?"
No, I think there might be fire sirens outside or something. I was hearing
a weird
noise. I didn't know if she was snoring.
Do you need to stop for a second? make sure it's not your house. Okay.
Pretty sure it's not my house.
All right.
I would hope that Amy would come up and tell me
she's
the house was on fire, but
I'm out.
Let him burn, bitch.
Well, he said he had a live stream, not to bother him.
All right, so Mike, what's your Chase sponsor? What's the one you would love to have?
Fanatics.
Okay. I mean, sure, that'd be the best financially. That'd be great for us.
Why not go big?
Yeah, go big. EP, what about you?
I guess I would also say Fanatics. I mean,
Michael Rubin could come on the podcast every week. We could be their official podcast.
Yeah.
We could just talk about all kinds of nice things. And we'll say to people, even though Fanatics is paying us for this content, these opinions are our own.
Yeah. I'm going to say SGC. I'm going to be more realistic. I'm going to say SGC because we've all used them. We've all been impressed with their turnaround. We've all been impressed with their grading, customer service, all that. And I really like Peter. I would love to get Peter, if you're watching, or Dustin, if you see this, we want you on the podcast. We want to do an interview with you. We want to do 8 questions with you. We want you on the podcast. We want it all. Peter, come on Mike's Retro Trading Cards. I think he'd be a hoot to have as someone to watch on the podcast. 8 questions. I'd love to hear about his collecting. And I would love to just interview him, just shoot the shit with him for a little while. He seems like a good hang. So I think SGC would be my choice. It's not the big bucks like Fanatics. I mean, I'm already rich. I've already talked about this. EP, choose rich. It's so much better. I chose to be rich, and so I don't need the big Fanatics money. But SGC would be a fun hang, I think.
Yeah,
I don't know who Oliver Anthony is.
I'm either not non-hobby. I would say Red Bull. Definitely
Non-hobby Red Bull.
Yeah,
non-hobby. I mean, I'm going Rusty Rail.
Yeah.
But if Rusty Rail's taken, Mike's taking Rusty Rail, I'll go Trogs. I think Trogs would be a good one.
It's a good tip.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, thank you. It is.
Talking about guitars.
It is take this off. Edwards Les Paul Custom. It is a ESP guitar, ESP made guitar, but they're only made, the Edwards brand is only made in Japan, which is why they're allowed to steal the Gibson trademark shape. So, yeah.
Welcome
I got
to
that
Mike's
guitar for like
guitar.
$400 too. It was a steal on that one. Yeah. What cards are you chasing, looking at adding to your collection in the near future? I want a Paul Heyman 2023 Select tie-dye autograph and a Barry Sanders refractor.
There it is. I want a Kenny Pickett, Dan Marino dual auto flawless pink, which is number 3, and green, which is number 5. So those are the two I'm really, really, really chasing. I'd also love to get my entire fantasy football team from our first season in PMGs.
Wow.
It's they're so expensive. Like the Bam Wars one went for like $400. Like it's crazy. So I'm never.
If you really cared about your team, you would.
If I did, I mean, and I think in winnings, I got like $200 in store credit. So like I'm putting more money into that win than I got out of that win. But yeah, and I have Marshall Falk on my team. So can you imagine how much that PMG would cost? So yeah, but the Marino Pickett Duato, I'm chasing that rainbow hardcore.
I don't have any singles like that I'm like looking at getting specifically, but I am excited about Allen and Ginter 2023 Allen and Ginter coming out next month. Like that's that would be the next.
Have you ever opened up a case of that?
I did. Yep, back in 2012.
Back in 2012.
I just wanted to take a drink. Drink.
Cheers.
But yeah, I really want to open a case of that again. It's because that's such a weird set, and like to get these weird like this was a case set from back in 2012. So
wow. Back in 2012.
I think we might have bargained.
I think we did, didn't we?
Because I think Bailey walked past and I could smell something.
Didn't Michael Rubin talk about it too?
He did on Bill Simmons' podcast. Yeah.
Fanatic podcast to help people that have dogs that have anal gland.
Exactly.
Issues.
Yeah.
I remember him saying that. I totally do.
They're gonna 10x the dog anal gland podcast
cleaning
space.
business. Yeah.
Well, that's what we're here for, Scott. We are free because let's be real, nobody would pay to watch this.
No one would pay. Again, though, the Patreon. Right. All the time.
Yeah.
What?
All the time.
What? I don't even know what you're talking about.
Because mark this down. He did say
I might have to be on Team Gelman from now on.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
EP did say on this podcast and on this live stream, I believe, that Fanatics would only be charging $50 a box.
That is not
when it comes
keeps
out.
getting lower and lower.
Football, $50 a box, and Thor: Love and Thunder, great movie since Citizen Kane.
All time.
Great, should have won all the Academy Awards.
Yeah,
I did hear. I don't like to talk about behind the scenes stuff, but yeah, they've been trying to pay me off to join their channel because let's be real, my wrestling content gets more views than theirs does. So why wouldn't they want me?
Should we all be on board? I think we'd all get more views on there than their podcast does.
Yeah, we probably would, right?
We probably would, yeah. We could talk about wrestling just as well as they do. I mean, come on.
Yeah, right? Like, come on, Joe.
I'm for the little man. These guys are for the big corporations. I'm always looking for the little guy.
We tried. I mocked up a big Leaf logo right over our faces.
Yeah, that's why we didn't even mention him, Bargain.
He was like,
we didn't even mention him because we tried. But hey,
he had his chance.
You tweet Brian Gray and you tell him you want to see him sponsor us. Case of beer for each. We're good. That would be it for the first month. For the first month, we'll give him that.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm
in.
That would be.
I'm in.
Oh yeah, basketball.
Yeah, basketball are crazy. I don't know what baseball's like.
And probably
I don't
not as
see
much.
as
But
much
I haven't
baseball.
checked. Yeah,
PMGs out there.
Yeah, not a lot out there. I don't even know what that means.
Tipsy Mike, look at that.
I am not. I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't even get drunk.
I mean,
where's the vodka, Mike? Where's the vodka?
He drinks blondes, so they're like 4.5% alcohol. So that's like drinking like flavored water at this point.
Even when I'm drunk, I'm never drunk. I am like the most normal drunk person you've ever met.
Oh yeah. At the basement of someone's house that we randomly met at a bar and started playing beer pong with, super normal. You were so normal. That ceiling was like here too. Like we were crouched over, like throwing ping pong balls like this because the ceiling was so low. That was a night.
But I was normal. I wasn't acting drunk.
You were as
I didn't
normal
say I
as
made
everyone else in that room.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not saying I wasn't drunk.
And then they were like playing like super loud, like punk
screamo metal. No, it's screamo metal. Like with the just a. There you go. That was pretty good.
Yeah, that was pretty good. That's exactly what it sounded like.
Oh.
I don't know.
No idea.
Yeah,
I'm sure
we've never asked him.
Yeah,
it's probably based on the number of subs or whatever and views on videos. They probably get paid
Like if one of his sponsors, let's just say randomly, SGC came to us and said, "Hey, we'll sponsor you."
Could happen. They're
not going to, but they're a sponsor of his. I think at that point I'd reach out and say, "What do you get from SGC? What should we be asking for?" That's the only time I would ask. That's none of our business.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah. Mike's loving this. We love you too, Mike. You're a hoot and a holler.
Yeah.
Are you going to come to the National? Who all here that's still watching is going to come to the National in Cleveland next year? I'm curious. Because we're going to have, I'm already looking at Airbnbs, boys.
Oh, am I going?
I mean, are you going to go?
Yeah, I'm going.
I mean, we don't have to fly there.
Mike's going too. Mike's going too.
Am I? I'm not going. I don't feel like going.
We're gonna expense a party bus.
I'm not going.
With the Mike's Retro Trading Cards credit card.
Feel like going.
I like all of this.
Yeah,
this sounds amazing. All of it sounds amazing.
If there's any of the viewers that are on right now that are on the way, they can hop on the party bus with us. And we can party all the way to the National.
That'd be a hoot and a holler.
Yeah.
Mike, did you go to Atlantic City last year? Were you there? I didn't meet like any of the wrestling card people. They all
he may have been murdered.
True. Maybe
I've heard Atlantic City. There was like a lot of
your tweet was great. Your tweet was great. All
By the way, the person who posted that I think thought I was serious. So someone tweeted about how they're so nervous about Atlantic City getting the National in 2 years or whatever. And I said, I can't believe they're even thinking about going back there with all the murders and kidnappings that happened. We barely made it out alive. And that person liked it. I think they thought I was serious. Come on now. That's shocking.
Think they did too.
That's shocking that I bought a Junior Seau PMG for almost nothing. A Christian Leitner is $3,000. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how rich you are, Bargain. So define almost nothing, but
he's richer than we are.
He's richer than me for sure.
Clearly.
We will. Absolutely.
Yeah,
I think we talked about that the last.
I mean, if you're okay with three drunk guys pushing you around in a wheelchair.
Listen.
Do you have a placard? Because if
Just
we take the
imagine.
party bus,
Yeah.
that's a parking placard that I would be okay with.
And whoever's pushing, the other two of us are going to be sitting on the wheelchair with you.
I pushed
Yeah,
my
I mean,
buddy's mom
like-
in a wheelchair at Wildwood one year
Yeah.
when we went on vacation. I was hammered and we had a blast.
We don't need to imagine what it's going to be like. Just watch an episode of the Three Stooges and just understand that those are the people that are going to be helping push you around. So
Imagine pushing him down the boardwalk, which we were smelling pot everywhere.
Scott will give you a Mike's Retro Trading
Yes,
Card
so
t-shirt
all
to
four
wear.
of us.
Yes.
Yes,
All
yes.
four of us are wearing.
There was definitely AC in AC. Like,
Oh yeah,
they just
yeah. Oh, it was nice.
air
Yeah, it was nice.
every year,
Yep.
just to piss people off.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I've never been to the convention center in Cleveland, so hopefully they better have AC. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
There was a guy at the show today who was saying that he's been there twice and he said that it's really like it's a good show, good place. So
Looks like Mike didn't go to AC.
Yeah, he did not go last year, but he's packing, so he'll be fine. Yeah,
Dude, I'll strap if you strap. I'll strap. Don't joke. I'm not joking. I will if you want me to.
and we also won't walk through the bad parts of Atlantic City at night
because
with
guess what?
valuables.
We're not stupid.
Yeah.
We're not stupid. Anyone who was worried about AC, just stupid. They're just stupid.
Go into real Chicago and walk around.
Right.
Like,
see how you do there too.
I live in the affluent suburbs of Pittsburgh. I wouldn't go downtown right now. There's a huge difference from where I live, but it says I'm from Pittsburgh. Sure, they were in Chicago. They weren't in Chicago.
They were in
I'm
Rose.
sorry.
They were at the airport, the little airport
at the
city.
airport.
Yeah,
Exactly.
airport
Yep.
city in Chicago.
Yep, exactly. Cracks me up every
They
time.
have all their mid-price sit-down chain restaurants all around, and people feel like they're at home. So
Hopefully, no one took a survey on an Applebee's
oh
computer.
yeah,
It can get dangerous.
that came up today.
oh yeah,
Yeah. As we were walking out of the card show today, my wife was just saying how you're such a nice kid.
Did you
I'm
tell her the story?
She's like, he's so nice. And she's like, is he always does he ever get mad? I'm like, oh my God, only when you're doing a survey at Applebee's. EP is one of the nastiest.
He's a
people
0
in
to
the whole
60
world.
real quick. Like he's 0
Yeah.
most of the time, but when he gets to 60, he's 60, man.
Yeah.
He doesn't fuck around.
Apparently, when you do a survey at Applebee's,
don't do a
all
survey
you
at
have to do to
Applebee's.
trigger him. Holy crap.
He almost pushed me into traffic. That was the most dangerous thing in Atlantic City was EP.
Maybe that's what people saw. They saw EP.
Yeah,
and
that's
they're
what they
oh,
saw. They're
God,
like, we
we
can't
are
go to
not
fucking-
going
we can't
back.
come back to Atlantic City ever again.
I saw this guy almost rip someone's arm off for taking a survey. Shit's dangerous out there. Can't ever go to games. Oh, bargain.
AC.
Come on,
man.
Why?
Come on.
Come on. You're soft. SAWFT. Soft. Come
Did you
on, man.
WF
So soft.
soft? Pushing me down the
I don't know. Think of the content.
I literally have a
Of
video,
the
Scott. This
content.
is no joke. I have a video of me carrying my friend's mom up a flight of steps in her wheelchair. I got you. I got you, buddy.
That little noise I made too woke up Hazel, and she was looking at me like, "What did you say?" I'm like, "No, I made a noise." Now she's
Oh.
laying back down. Poor dog. Such a rough life.
Oh my God, Bob, your poor wife. This goes back to the very beginning of the show.
I don't know what to tell you,
I
man.
have no comment, but we'll save her 2 seats.
We will. We absolutely will. We are gentlemen.
Mhm.
I mean, maybe.
I mean, well,
Yeah.
the board or Atlantic City's tourism, whatever, said that they would give, wasn't it like a rebate on all
like
of the-
$1,000
$1,000
per
per
table.
dollars?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I mean,
from a business perspective,
you do what you have to do.
I will
wrong with
say
that.
this is what shocks me about, because we've been talking about Michael Rubin very glowingly and Fanatics and all that. Kind of shocking that he hasn't tried to push a Philly national and him saying, I'll pay for a lot of it. You know what I mean? I'm kind of surprised that wasn't a
Well,
thing.
he'll do.
Wouldn't
Maybe
you
he'll
love
do
a Philly National?
He'll do his own event though.
That's true.
They're going to
That's
do
true.
their own. They're not.
But if you're going to try
worry
and
about
grow the hobby and bring people in, I mean, you were talking about
that's
it
what he's
last
feeling
week,
he's
Mike.
going to do though by doing their own
Yeah.
events.
Right.
So
That's true. Yeah, I
he's
guess.
like, we've talked about that since episode 1
Since
about
episode
how
1,
a card
about
show
Comic
really
Cons.
isn't any different. Yeah. So
Yeah. Make it a Comic Con. But I'd love to see a Philly National.
yeah, I would too.
Yeah.
Very easy drive for me. So $50.
Wow, that's a steal.
Well,
5
5
years
ago.
Yeah. That might be a $300 card now.
Yeah, like you have to know where you are and what you're doing, and like don't go to the bad places. You can avoid bad places. You don't have to go there.
The 3 of us, not the most intimidating group, wearing
well, when we have matching T-shirts on,
matching T-shirts, like idiots, right? And we're just walking around, and we were all kind of tipsy. Because we have been drinking all day. I think I did. How many edibles did I do that day? Like 3? Like I was out of control.
I wasn't drunk.
And no one fucked with us. Like, I don't know. Because some of these card people are walking around. Like Card Collector 2 is walking around being like, I've got $1 million in my Zion cases, bitches. Like, what? Just
first
don't be stupid.
If you were gonna mug somebody,
I'd
are
mug
you
Card
gonna mug
Collector
him
too.
or us? Like, come on, you're gonna pick him over us.
Him and Pac-Man are on my
absolutely,
top 2.
They're an easy target.
They're easy targets. Yeah. Like us, like you're. Like
I need to see a picture of the guy that got mugged, so I can determine. Like, yeah, of course he did. He shouldn't have been there. Shouldn't have been standing there.
Should have been standing there. What was that movie from? What was that line from? Should have been standing there.
Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore.
Soft. Exactly. I don't think I want to touch that.
Nope.
Okay. Anyway,
it's worth it for the video. Yeah, Scott, thank you. I appreciate you being a part.
Content. It's all about content.
And you can hold the camera when we do our interview with Brian Gray. You can be our camera guy. Oh, that'd be great. Everyone walks around with these
Scott has his
cameras.
own content, Have you checked his content on YouTube?
I am a subscriber. I watch his stuff
trading
all
card
the time.
stack sale, yeah.
I watch his stuff all the time. I love seeing him open up packs. I love seeing him getting his stuff, his TTMs back. It's subscribe to Scott. If you're not subscribed to Scott, go subscribe to Scott. But he could hold the camera for us, and we would be those big deal guys walking around with a camera crew. Put the boom on his chair. Like we're in. Yeah. Oh, we got this. Scott, you're in. We're good.
We could rig the camera and the boom to the chair, like
to
just
the chair.
Like some kind of mount on top of it.
And Scott doesn't have to hold anything.
Him a little joystick
that
he could move the camera.
Scott will pay in beer. You're set.
Yeah,
you're set. We'll buy you we'll buy you a card. You're a cheap hang. You like the 90s stuff like us.
I did give him a slab stand, so he kind of owes this. Maybe we don't have to pay him. I feel like we should just do it. That's how it works.
Probably should.
Before you accepted that gift, you really should have thought about what you might have to give us. How it works around here. We have matching T-shirts. Not tonight.
We'll bring you
my Super Nintendo.
You do. We'll bring you a T-shirt so we all match, Scott. But other than that, you're just doing it. You have to give that T-shirt back. Try clean it, but give that back. Yeah. We love you too, Bargain.
I don't know what he's talking about though. We're not drunk.
This is me all the time.
Mike's totally wasted.
I'm gonna look at him. Sign on to our YouTube account tomorrow. We're gonna be banned for life.
we're gonna lose 45 subscribers, so we drop down below 700.
I don't even know where Tennessee is. Where's Tennessee?
You went to Tennessee for vacation, didn't you? You fuck.
I'm just Tennessee. I went to Tennessee.
Yeah,
I went to the Ozarks, right? Or whatever. No, not the Ozarks.
That's not the Ozarks. That's Missouri.
I'm thinking of the show. No, what the Smoky Mountains. There we go. It's really no different than here. Like what the hell? This is like Pennsylvania. Why did I drive all the way to Tennessee?
Different in December and January. is my guess. It's probably very similar most of the time, but in the cold months, it's a little different. Would be my guess. Weather, temperature.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Okay. Hand over the fanny pack. I don't know what that is.
I had a satchel.
Satchel.
Well, he's
I did have
about,
a satchel as well.
Yeah,
he's
talking about being at EC International.
Because I would not wear a backpack. I bought a backpack and I just couldn't wear it. I felt stupid with a backpack. So I went the satchel.
Yeah, satchel though. That's also not great, but yeah.
No, not great at all, but it's all I had.
They should host National and Dangerous. There's a Milton, Pennsylvania as
Milton, Pennsylvania is not much better.
It's slightly dangerous.
I say have it in Milton, Pennsylvania, because then I won't have to drive very far.
I'll drive to you guys, and we'll carpool to Milton, Pennsylvania.
Why not?
Boys,
Minneapolis.
I'm down to White Claw. Blackberry or lemonade strawberry?
Who are you?
I ran out of shit. I went down to my cooler. I'm like, oh my God. I had been dry for a month. I had nothing in my fridge.
Do they have stores in Pittsburgh where
I'm not drinking 3 whole enchiladas. Because I would be like licking the fucking screen at this point.
Could you imagine?
That's content. Yeah, holy cow. Content. How are you
passing up on that? I've got a blackberry and I've got a lemonade strawberry, which I
you said that.
Which I go with.
Blackberry. I don't think lemonade after beer sounds like all that good of a idea.
This probably ain't great either. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Indianapolis.
Beer number one.
Indianapolis.
Go get another beer, EP. One more. Let's do it.
We're gonna be done in a few minutes.
We got one beer in us. You gotta drink with me.
Mike, how much of yours is left? All right, I'll get one.
Yeah,
I'll bring back.
What is with you guys not knowing how to remove yourselves from the?
I don't know how to. I could leave studio, but then I have to follow the link again. It seems like a lot of work. We need an Indianapolis National. I'd take Indianapolis. Not in the winter, though, so I guess it'd be July would be fine.
I don't think they have National in the winter, Joe.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I was thinking of the Combine for some reason. I'm like,
yes, we absolutely would, Scott.
Yes, we would, Scott. T-shirt.
I mean, we could probably hook you up with the T-shirt, but
we can't guarantee the anal gland, the non-anal gland
promises. Talk. Should we let EP back in, or should we just keep him in the?
No, let him back in.
Should I?
He's gonna twist your arm until it breaks almost.
I would just take a nap. It'd be fine.
YouTube needs more screen licking content. There you go, Joe. Content.
See, I should have drank 3 of those.
Only on the Patreon though. Like you got to put it behind the paywall.
It's like drinking water.
Wow. How about that?
This is living. I mean, I will joking aside, I mean, I live 4 hours away, you know, and we used to hang out literally when you had the shop, Mike, every day. Like
all the time, yeah.
Like it wasn't even a question. Like if I had time before I went over to my job, EP, if you had time before you went to your job, we were at the shop. Like it wasn't even a question what we were doing. We would go to our jobs late because we were hanging out with Mike at the shop. I mean,
when I would work like a long day, I would take my lunch break and walk from the grocery store in town up to Mike's shop.
And so now, since I live 4 hours away, EP, you work 36 hours a day. I mean, we really do appreciate, joking aside, we really do appreciate hanging out and shooting the shit on Sundays when we do for 3 hours or whatever it is.
Right.
Because it's kind of like hanging out at the shop for us. because we don't get that. Like if Mike would just open up the fucking shop and I could get a remote job and live in Danville, I mean, we'd be set.
Yeah, if either one of you had watched the interview that I did on the basketball,
you didn't send us the link. We would have. You didn't send us anything.
Come on, I posted a link on my Twitter. You would have known that I talked.
I hate Twitter. I hate Twitter.
What is this thing you're talking about? I don't. Is it even still online?
Is Twitter even still?
Is it still a thing? I don't know.
I don't know what it is now. Yeah, I'm not
So
calling.
anyhow,
but yeah.
So what did you say on that show? We have to watch it, don't we? You're gonna make us watch it to see what you said.
You aren't gonna watch it.
Quiz.
So
the
wait,
B show this week is gonna be a quiz.
So are you saying that you're gonna open up a shop?
I might
that
have.
what you said on the show?
Maybe you should watch it and find out.
All right.
Scott, did he say he's opening up a shop? You watched it. Tell us.
Be supportive of me. Be a supportive friend. I support you guys in everything you do.
If you, I don't know if that's true.
I didn't get struck by lightning.
I know. No,
You're like
honestly,
there,
God,
right?
if you would have like tagged us, I legit would have retweeted it. Hand to God, I would have. I even retweet half of Rob Inglis's bullshit, and I don't like him at all. And I still retweet his stuff. But if I don't
have notifications turned on for me.
I do.
I just have notifications turned on, so it's EP's fault.
Whatever.
Who's Justin Gamble?
Who is Justin Gamble? I don't know. I don't know who that is.
By the way, I'm beyond tipsy, Brendan. I don't. That's adorable that you called me tipsy. I appreciate that.
Who's being nice? Nobody really. Don't. Lesson number 1 of dealing with Joe Day: do not encourage him.
Encourage him.
Never encourage him, because no matter what you say, he'll do it. Don't think he won't do it.
By the way, to that point,
don't even say what you're going to say.
No, I'm just saying, could I have been on the Impractical Jokers? Like, I have no filter. I would have done anything that they do on that show. Someone asked me, I was at a golf outing, hand to God. I was at a golf outing on Monday. And someone said, hey, do you know where the dinner's taking place? And I it's up the ass and to your left. And he goes, what was that? I go, oh yeah, it's up your ass and to the left. And he was like he was shocked. And I'm like, whatever. Well, so I feel I could have been on. Yeah, don't dare me to do anything because I'll do it.
I also don't discourage him because also that is the same effect.
Yeah,
don't discourage him. Yeah. Either way,
just ignore.
Just let it go. Just let
it go.
I'll wear myself out.
I think, yeah.
Shouldn't that be with a capital X existence?
Yeah, existence with an X.
Yeah. No E, just a capital X.
And with an icon on my iPhone now that's like scratched up, that really bothers me because it's the only one out of all mine that is scratched up. I don't like it. Don't like it.
Agreed.
I can't.
Do it.
Is Bob a Central PA guy? I honest to God don't know.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Because he mentioned buying cards randomly in Danville or something. I thought he was joking at first.
Maybe I don't know. Where are you from, Bob?
Where are you from, Bob?
We could ask.
Yeah, where are you from, Bob?
I did. See? Mm-hmm.
Sure. He was probably praising Husker halves the whole time.
Maybe. He's a very annoying teenager. Oh, Justin. No wonder.
Talking about Joe or
I thought he meant me. I go, what?
Maybe he does. I don't know. Oh God.
No, I won't.
No.
See, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Do not.
I mean, I was almost there. I almost did it.
Yes, don't do it. Don't do it at all.
We still have 14 people watching us. What are you people doing with your lives?
Wow.
I mean, I have one more drink left in the cooler. After that, I gotta go.
Jesus.
Remember that part on the thumbnail that said talking about cards? We've done very little of that tonight.
but we kept people entertained, and that's really
This
what
was
it's
more
about.
just a hangout to get to know who we are and how we
Yeah.
how we are. So
I mean, we'll talk about cards if you want to. I mean,
To bring it back, don't express your dog's anal glands near your cards.
Yeah,
just to bring it back.
That is
That's
a good idea.
That ties it
Absolutely.
all together.
Yep.
That ties it all together. Parts and no.
I don't know that I would be happy having to like run a shop. Like, I don't work a whole lot right now.
I get that. Yeah.
I was just gonna say, like, we joke around a lot. I don't work a ton. Like, I have a job that I have to be at the office at. EP is the hardest working man of our world.
You could open a shop and not have to work there. You could hire people to work there.
Like you?
Maybe.
We could go in as partners.
Mm-hmm.
And
then
I wouldn't have to pay you. And then you would have more incentive to do a better job so you could make more money.
I would contribute. Well, I'll get Rob to write a check. He's super rich. I'm just kind of rich. He's super rich. We'll get him to do it. How awful would it be?
Rob can be our angel investor.
Yeah, I was gonna say how awful would it be to ask Rob for money? How awesome would it be though for the three of us to run a card shop? I mean, come on. Let's be fair. That would be
You can do a business plan.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome. He's by the way, he can work remote. And I'm invested.
No. He's not working in it. He's just an investor.
No. I'm saying we could move.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. He could work.
I'm vested in my pension in a year and a half. So I can leave that job.
There you go.
Sounds pretty great to me.
Yeah.
All right. So this is how I do it. This is how I do it. So I take some toilet paper, okay?
No, okay, we're done.
You moved on? Okay, you moved on. I wasn't sure. Hobby, what it makes of us.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know is all those like fancy big number, like they're not having a live stream like this. They're not talking to you like people.
They're talking about, how do you prepare for the national? How do you do this? How do you do that? We're going to give you the Straight Talk Express. You know what I mean?
My God, you're hammered.
I am hammered. I am annihilated. By the way, I will say this though. We talked about Chris Sewell being on our show. Chris Sewell being king of the nerds. I mean, he even said that. He was so proud to hear us say that.
Yeah.
Is that
the nerds? Didn't
no, that was me. That was me. Yeah, it was me. I'm giving myself credit. You got credit for EP's nickname. No, I did. I said, you're king of the nerds. He loved that. We should make that a short. He was very, very happy about that. But, I mean, he's the only good, like, doesn't have an agenda guy in the hobby, I think.
Not the only, but, I mean.
The big ones. I'm talking the big guys. Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Scratch and Stiffy.
No.
Vintage VW bus.
All right.
Wow.
I need something with air conditioning and a bar. I don't know if that will work. Like an Airstream or something.
We could put a bar in that thing. We can figure it out.
We could figure it out, yeah.
We're not svelte.
Yeah, we need something that can.
Yeah, we need something a little bigger. Just do.
We need to fit all the viewers on too. So
I'm not gonna lie though, I just went back and refreshed our channel. We're down to 743 subscribers. We lost a subscriber.
What
are cause that?
Who are these stooges? Wow. What are they doing?
Three Amigos bar. I mean, if we're gonna open up a card shop, it's gonna have a bar in the back, right?
I'm not sure you're legally allowed to do that. No, but
really, I think that's not true. They let you drink and gamble. They'll let you drink and buy cards, right?
Maybe you're onto something there. Make it like a casino. Let's embrace the gambling aspect of cards. We'll get a casino license
by Fanatics, sponsored by Fanatics. We might as well, right?
Yeah,
we can get pinball machines, though, right?
The Mike's Retro Trading Card Shop will be like a casino. You'll have waitresses giving drinks. People will be buying into breaks. They'll be getting their cards graded over here. They'll be buying packs over there. I think we're onto something.
Do it. Let's do it. Now I'm in. Now I'm really going to take the business model to Rob. Yes. Bars and breaks, drunk breaking at its finest. Absolutely. Sips and rips. I wanted to call that the live stream tonight, Sips and Rips, but no one ripped anything.
No. I think somebody has that too. I feel like I've seen that before.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know.
It's probably
or maybe I just know it from you saying it all the time.
Northeast Ohio Cards and Comics probably heard us say it and decided to do it himself.
Wow. Well, gentlemen, we're 3 hours and 10 minutes into this. I feel like we should probably wrap it up because you're just getting silly, Joe. And this is going to be on the internet forever. So,
I've done way worse things on the internet, so I'm totally fine with that.
Yeah, nobody needs to know that. Oh, man.
I like the next one. No, he loves us. He loves us.
He should. Yeah. We love him.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
We do. All right, boys.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining us.
Thank you.
Enjoyed it, boys. We need to figure out what we're going to talk about on the podcast this week. So
we
did not share a lot of our card talk this week because we have to record a podcast tomorrow, and we really didn't want to take all our ideas for that and give them away tonight. So
exactly. So we're sticking around and we're doing the podcast filming after this, or
not going to do that. No.
All right.
You too, Mike.
All right.
Catch you on that thing.
Do more live shows.
We should. I'd like to, but hard to.
878 is our next big threshold.
Yeah.
That's our next.
I don't know. The way we're going, that might never happen. So.
That might never happen. Tell a friend. If you enjoy tonight, tell a friend. Get them to subscribe.
Absolutely. Yeah. Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Tell a friend to tell multiple friends. Pyramid scheme the shit out of this.
Absolutely. We'll take them any way we can get them. All right, everybody. That was fun, and we'll see you Monday. Watch the video Monday. Maybe we'll talk about this. Who knows? Maybe we'll talk about Wander Franco. I don't know.
What? Maybe. Something happened with him?
I can't say. Save it for the pod.
Save it for the pod. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. See you, everybody.
Adios.
See you, boys.